Hello, good afternoon. My name is Richard. This is Over and Over and Over Again. This is Matchday Live, the first of two big games today. This is, of course, the Arsenal Women away at Everton at Walton Hall Park. It's all coming up the other side of this. So good afternoon. It is Arsenal Women versus Everton away at Walton Hall Park. Of course, 3 games left for the season. We need to finish strongly, take this momentum that we've built up over recent weeks into the final few games of the season so we can obviously look forward to next season. So let's start then with your team news today then. So this is our Arsenal lineup. It is Manu Zinsberger in goal. The back four, Emily Fox, Leah Williamson, Steph Catley and Katie McCabe. Still no Lotta. She is injured. In midfield, Kim Little, the captain, Vicky Palova. Then just in front of them, you've got Beth Mead, Alessia Russo, and Caitlin Fall. And of course, up front is Stina Black-Stenier. So on the bench then for Arsenal today, goalkeeper Naomi Williams, Taya Goldie, Leah Cadena, Katie Reid, Laura Weinreiter, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Frida Marnham, Chloe Lacasse, and Viv Miedemar. So a big squad. Good quality squad from Arsenal. For Everton, and this is how they line up. In goal, it is Courtney Brosnan. They've got Claire Wheeler, Megan Finnegan, Elise Stanovec, Karen Holmesgaard, Justine Van Hoovermar, Emma Bissell, Sarah Holmesgaard, Martina Piermont, Katja Snogia, and Lucy Hope. So that is your team lineups for today then. Let's get your score predictions in. What are we thinking? Obviously, Arsenal should win. I don't think there's much doubt about that, but let's see. Oh, we've got some comments already. Carla says, where can you watch for free in Australia? Oh, I don't know. Melissa says, you can watch it on FA Player. Okay. Yeah, is it on FA Player? I don't know. We've got it on BBC Two in the UK. I'm not sure where you can watch it in Australia. I'm not sure about that. Carla says, will it be on the Arsenal app? No, I don't think it is on the Arsenal app today. They're not showing it, but stay with us. We'll give you full match commentary. Greg says it's on BBC Two in England. That's right, yeah. If you can't get that, stay here. Rich will give you full commentary. No, I'll give you full commentary, absolutely. And also as well on our other stream started after this game, we've got the North London derby as well. Arsenal against Tottenham coming up for you later on today as well. So it's a busy afternoon for me. It's a busy afternoon for all those Arsenal fans, and of course. This game is the first one. It's a big game. It's an important game. We've sealed third place as a minimum, of course, which means that we will be is in the Champions League qualifying group stage. So that's the minimum that we've got now. And of course, what it means is that we've still got the chance to finish second, haven't we? Which would mean we don't go through that qualifying group. We just go to a 2-leg qualifier and that's it. So still little bits to play for. Obviously, Chelsea have had a poor run, haven't they, of form recently, knocked out of 3 of the 4 competitions they were trying to win, and they've still got a little bit of work to do in the league, and who knows, it might affect them a little bit, mightn't it? We could maybe sneak that second place. What we need to do today, well, we need to win our last 3 games. We've got Man City away as one of them, which isn't going to be easy next weekend, but we can only do what we can do, win our games and see where we are. But we've got the minimum this season again, as last season, we've achieved the very minimum, which is the top 3 and a trophy, which is what we've achieved again for the second year in a row. Yes, it is only the minimum. We want more. We expect more as Arsenal fans, don't we? And I'm sure the future is going to bring us more as well. But for the time being, I think this is still a little bit of a work in progress. We've still got quite a new group of players together, and I think you can see it's gelling. And I'm sure we can really push on next season. But let's just win our games. That's all we can do, isn't it? Win our games this season, the rest of this season, see where we are. And of course, it's all about looking ahead, isn't it, to next season and building and trying to make sure that next season we're not just winning a Continental Cup, as great as that was. As you can see behind me, the celebrations there with the goal. And if you saw the vlog that we did on the channel for it, as good as that was, we expect more from Arsenal, don't we? And I think next season is where the excuses finish, and it's time to start getting the job done. Royston says, watch it on BBC Two. I watch it with the sound down while listening to the commentary. I'm like, oh, you've got the right way, my friend. That's how you do it. Phil's gone 3-0. Yeah, I think 3-0 is a reasonable score. Greg says, I still think it'll be 6. Well, it could be. Phil says, of course, yeah, no, we knew you meant to us, Phil. We knew that, no problem. No, I mean, we obviously with our team, Everton have got a few players missing. We know that they've struggled, as they usually do. They're a very up and down team, aren't they? They can play well, or they can have some really poor performances. If we play anywhere near our best level, as we have done in the last few games, then we should win this comfortably. Will we score 6? Yeah, potentially we could. I'm not necessarily expecting it to be like that. Away from home, it's always tough. I do think that we're going to have to work hard to try to break them down. An early goal would help, obviously, but I'll take the 3 points. I want to see a good performance. I want to see us really, really try and dominate the game from start to finish, really. And if we score loads of goals, even better. As long as we play well, win the game. Another clean sheet would be good, wouldn't it? Because, we've had a few now. We didn't have too many at the start of the season, but we're finishing a lot more solid. Emily Fox coming in maybe helped a little bit with that. Obviously, Leah Williamson being back has been a massive help as well. It's a shame, isn't it? Lotta's not fit again, having to miss this game, not even on the bench. Hopefully she'll be back for Man City next week, because that's an important game as well. Big game, isn't it? We could still we might not be winning the title ourselves, but we can still have a say, can't we, with that Man City game next week? I'm still looking for tickets, so if anyone out there's got 2 free, or not 2 free tickets, 2 spare tickets, we'll pay for them. 2 spare tickets for the Man City game next week in the Arsenal section, please let us know, because I'll be love to go to that game. So that'll be good. But yeah, so let's win today. And then we can keep that little bit of pressure on Chelsea for second place, because I think it would be quite interesting, wouldn't it, with Chelsea having a new manager coming in, that they have to then play that qualifier that we had to go through this year for the Champions League, wouldn't it? I think it'd be quite interesting when the manager's not had much time with the team to go straight into that qualifying bit that we got knocked out of like this season, didn't we? So if we can do that and put the real pressure on, then I think that'll be great, won't it? So let's try and do that. Let's win our games and see where we are. But yeah, we know we should win this one. Next week's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? But we'll worry about that next week. Greg says it'll be good to see them build on last week. Exactly. I mean, I think we've built up some momentum now, haven't we? I think since we lost that game at Chelsea really badly, obviously we've regrouped. We've bounced back. We won the game at Villa. We won the cup final. We beat in all those games. We've only conceded 1 goal. So you can see we've improved certain aspects of our play. I think having Stina and Leslie playing together has helped as well. I think it's given us a little bit more balance. And yeah, let's see what the rest of the season brings. But it is all about, for me, it's building on last week, building on the last few weeks, and looking ahead to next season, isn't it? And making sure that next season we're in a really, really strong place to take things forward, and really, really challenge for that title. I've said it before, I think Chelsea are going to have a difficult season next year. New manager coming in, adapting to different styles and stuff like that. And I think it might take time. And I think next season could be tough for Chelsea. So I think we've got a big opportunity there. Obviously, Man City have got a settled team. We know that. Lauren Hemp's just signed a new contract, or she's about to sign a new contract. So they're going to, hopefully, for their point of view, keep their good players there, and they're going to be probably the biggest threat next season to us. But I think we're going to be a lot stronger, aren't we? Of course, there is 2 twins, isn't there, in the Everton team? Unusually, isn't there? Karen and Sarah Holmsgaard, the Danes, which is quite interesting, isn't it? That those 2 play in the same team, 2 twins. I don't know how many twins have ever played in the same team before. Actually, I'm not sure if that's happened before. Maybe it has. I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there probably has been some in the past. But it's just interesting, isn't it, that they line up for Everton again today. The 2 dates, so that's going to be quite interesting there, isn't it? Of course, a Danish manager as well, so he knows them obviously particularly well. So yeah, let's see what we get today. I mean, I expect Arsenal to win pretty comfortably. I can't remember what score I gave on Friday now. Was it did I say 5-0? I don't know if I did 4 or 5-0. Anyway, the teams are coming out now at Walton Hall Park. It does look quite breezy. The sun is out. Obviously, the temperatures are not as nice as they ought to be at this time of the year. It's nearly May. It's May this week, and it's still we still need jumpers on and stuff like that. It's no good, is it? Woolly hats and whatever. But anyway, the teams are coming out here at Walton Hall Park. There's a big crowd, mainly Arsenal fans, it has to be said, as there usually is. And of course, Kim Little, Arsenal's captain, and it is Megan Finnegan is the Everton captain, leading them out here at Walton Hall Park for this game. And Arsenal, of course, will be wearing our normal home strip of red shirts, white sleeves, white socks and white shorts. And Everton, of course, will be in blue, of course, being the home team here at Walton Hall Park. So the teams are just doing the pre-match handshakes. Arsenal players are looking quite relaxed. Leslie Russo looking quite relaxed there, which is good to see. And hopefully we might see more goals from her. Her and Beth Mead have been firing them in lately, haven't they? Of course, there was 2 for Beth against Bristol City, 2 for Beth last week, 2 for Leslie against Bristol City, 1 for Leslie last week. So those two are in great form, aren't they? And I'm sure that, they'll be looking for some more goals today. Stina's been a bit quiet, hasn't she, since the cup final? She hasn't scored, has she, since that goal at Molineux? So let's hope that today she can find the back of the net, because I say it's about time, isn't it? We saw another Stina goal. She's due 1 or 2, isn't she? So let's hope today's the day that she does. The journeyman's with us. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Terry's with us as always. He says, good afternoon, Richard, Greg and Fern, all in the chat. Let's get them likes up nice and early. 5-0 there. That'll be good, won't it? A 5-0 we'll take. Peggy's with us. Hope for 2 wins today. Yeah, we're all hoping for 2 wins today, aren't we? Let's get this game out of the way first, and we can then look forward to the North London derby as well, can't we, a bit later on this afternoon. We are just about to get off and underway here in Merseyside. It's just north of Goodison Park, isn't it? Walton Hall Park. And of course, it is a hotbed of football, but not really. It's not really that. They're not really that supportive for the women's team, are they? There's not a big fan base for the Everton women's team. They have played, of course, at Goodison Park against Liverpool 1 or 2 times in the past, but you can see the crowd here is mainly Arsenal fans, despite that problem with the tickets. It is going to be. Laura says, why can't I see anything? I don't know what you can see, so it's difficult for me to say, really, isn't it? I don't really know what you're looking at. Royston says, Everton have won 1 game at home in the league, 4-1 to Arsenal. Yeah, we'll take off. I want a clean sheet, though, Mark. Let's go 4-0, shall we? Let's go 4-0. Have a clean sheet. That's what we need. Terry says, and the countdown timer is on 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Or is that what Salty FC are winning this? Yeah, that's their countdown timer, isn't it? They did have 4. They've now got 1, if that. And I must admit, Emma yesterday was quite funny, wasn't she, in that interview, saying, about the refereeing decisions and stuff like that. I'm thinking you've got some front, haven't you? But anyway, Chelsea are out of the Champions League. It is a shame, isn't it? We shed a tear for him yesterday, I'm sure. Greg says, we are the English Barca. Rowan says, are we going to show the match? No, we can't show the match because otherwise we'll get shut down. I've done it before and we couldn't. We actually got shut down for 6 months. The journeyman says, Stina hat-trick, that'll be good. We're just about to get off and underway here. Stina Blackstone is going to kick off for Arsenal. We are attacking the goal to our left in this first half. Everton, all in blue, will be attacking the goal to our right. It's going to be Arsenal to get us off and underway. Stina Blackstone plays the ball back to Steph Catley. And we are off and underway here in this game in the WSL. Everton Women against Arsenal. Steph Catley's in possession now, not under any pressure from Everton at all. They're sitting back. So she just goes back to Manu Zinsberg. We're all in black today, the Arsenal goalkeeper. And she kicks it long up that far side. It's a good ball played on by Emily Fox. So Emily Fox has got the ball again and just touches it back to Leah Williamson. Looked a lot better, didn't she, last week, Leah Williamson? Obviously fitter again now. And she's still got a strapping on her knee. I don't know whether that's a security thing or whether she still needs it. If she still needs it, it's a little bit of a worry, isn't it? But anyway, Steph Catley now bringing the ball forward. Playing centre back again, Steph. She had a decent game last week there. She played there before, of course, last season, as we know, when we had those injuries. And Arsenal coming forward again. Vicky Palova plays the ball up that far side. Emily Fox, can she pull the ball across the box? Oh, straight into the arms of goalkeeper Courtney Brosnan. And the first real opportunity for Arsenal there. Good move it was down that far side. Emily Fox involved, as always, and her cross there was just a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. Caitlin Ford was waiting at that far post. If the ball had come across to her, she would have had a tap in. She did score a couple of goals in this fixture last season for Arsenal, looking to get another one there. But the cross couldn't quite evade the goalkeeper, could it? Royston says, I watched Barcelona beat Chelsea 2-0 last night in the Women's Champions League. Went to sleep with a big smile on my face. Yeah, we all did, didn't we? I think we all slightly enjoyed that after the antics of Emma Hayes at Molineux the other week, in particular, antics in general, I suppose. But yeah, I think we all enjoyed that, really, didn't we? We can't be doing with Chelsea trying to win that Champions League. We're still the only English team, of course, to win that competition, and hopefully it will stay like that for a few more years. Yeah, we might even add another one to it before long. Who knows? Anyway, Everton trying to come forward now over on that far side, but that's not a good ball. Kim Little picks it up in midfield. She's got the ball again. The captain looking for a pass, plays it back to Steph Catley inside the centre circle. Now it's with Katie McCabe on this near side. Plays it back to Leah Williamson. Got a lot of time and space, Leah. And then she pings a long ball up that far side. It's a good ball into space. Stina Blackstenius is going to chase this down. She's trying to win the corner. Good defending actually there by one of the Holmesgard sisters. I'm not sure which one it was. Karen, I think it might have been. But Leah Williamson picks up that long ball. Now it's with Vicky Palova. What a season Vicky's had for us. Brilliant, brilliant season for her. Leah Williamson now bringing the ball forward over on that far side. Threads the ball forward in to Stina Blackstenius. Touches it off. Oh, that wasn't a good ball actually from Kim Little looking for Katie McCabe, and Everton have picked it up. And Arsenal won it back again now with Kim Little. That's more like it. And now it's with Steph Catley. It's been all Arsenal so far. We've played 3 minutes. Gray says there, I think the tape on Leah's knee is not on her ACL knee. Is it not? Was that not the ACL knee? I can't remember actually. I'm not sure if it is. I mean, I know she's had a. I mean, I assume that when she was out, it was with her ACL knee again. But maybe you're right. Actually, I can't remember which knee it was that she injured on the ACL knee. Anyway, she's got a strap in on her left knee, which she's had since she returned to the team. Actually, so I'm not sure if it's maybe a separate injury, which would be not great, would it? Anyway, she's obviously fit enough to play. She had a great game last week, Leah, didn't she? Arsenal dominating the possession here without really making too many inroads forward, but we're trying to come forward now. Beth Mead does well, touches the ball off to Leah Williamson over on that far side, plays out the line to Emily Fox. Also a cross like this time, plays it in field instead to Stina Blackstenius, touches it off. This is good play from Arsenal. Katie McCabe. Oh, excuse me. On this near side, Katie McCabe again. That's a good run forward from Vicky Palova inside the penalty area. Touches the ball off to Caitlin Ford. Now it's with Katie McCabe again. You do feel as though if Arsenal can get a goal in this spell of pressure, it could end up being quite a comfortable afternoon for the team. But we'll see. Caitlin Ford now on this near side. Oh, in fact, she's offside. That wasn't great, was it? It's Liddy says there. Where's everyone watching the game? It's on BBC Two in the UK. I don't know where in the world you are. Royston says, as a proud English-born black male, why are they still kneeling? Enough already. Well, you tell me, my friend. Honestly, I don't know. It seems ridiculous that this is still going on now with everything that's happened. I mean, it seems ridiculous. But you know, what can they do? They'll keep doing it, I'm sure. But yeah, it does seem a bit ridiculous. Elijah said the tape on Leah's knee isn't on her ACL knee. Oh, is it the other one? Is it? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is. I can't remember which knee she injured now. But anyway, she's got a tape in. The tape's on her left knee currently. So maybe it's a separate injury. Maybe it is a separate injury then. But quite often, and we've seen it with Viv as well, haven't we? When you come back from a long-term injury like that, you do often pick up other injuries as well, don't you? Afterwards. So it's not surprising, maybe, is it? That maybe she's suffering a little bit, but it's good to see her back fit again. She had that good England game. She's played well for Arsenal in the last few games as well, which is good to see. She does look as though she's getting back towards full fitness. Oh, Everton are just giving the ball away to Vicky Palova or to Beth Mead. Sorry, Arsenal couldn't quite make the most of that, and now Everton actually are looking for a counter attack of their own through midfield. Good defensive play there from Caitlin Ford, but Everton do keep the ball with Bissell. Emma Bissell on this near side. Plays it back into midfield. This is Everton's best spell of possession, really. This is one of the other Holmesgard sisters. I think that one might be Karen on this side here. Anyway, I'm not too sure. Mr. Big Peter says, I don't like Emma Hayes, but what happened yesterday can happen to any team. Barca pay refs and make decisions in effect. Yeah, I mean, we've been caught out, haven't we, by Barcelona before, in the men's team in particular. So, but when it's Chelsea on the wrong end of it, we don't seem to mind too much, do we? We can accept it, can't we? Herman's with us. How you doing, Herman? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Jamari says, where can I watch it? FA Player isn't working. I don't think FA Player was ever showing it, actually. It is on BBC Two in the UK. I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, but if you can't watch it, stay with us because we'll keep you updated with everything that is going on. Anyway, Everton in possession now with goalkeeper Courtney Brosnan. She's wearing green, all green, the Everton goalkeeper. Away to our left-hand side, just exchanging passes with Sarah Holmesgaard. Now it comes up to this near side with Van Hoovermaart, Justine Van Hoovermaart, the Belgian. Now Everton coming forward this time. Again, that wasn't a good ball though, was it? Got out for a throw to Arsenal. Just in front of the dugouts here on the near side. Katie McCabe is going to take it. Sorensen, the Everton manager, just behind her there. Steph Catley now in possession. Plays it square to Leah Williamson, midway inside the Arsenal half. Plays it forward to Vicky Palova, touches it off to Steph Catley. This is nice football from Arsenal. That's a long ball forward by Steph Catley, but it's going to run all the way through to Everton's goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan. We played nearly 8 minutes here at Wharton Hall Park. It is Everton 0, Arsenal 0. And it's been mostly Arsenal possession so far without really testing the goalkeeper. There was that one cross from Emily Fox very early in the game, but it didn't lead to an opportunity. And there's a throw to Everton over on that far side. Leslie Russo it was closing down the Everton defence there, but it's gone out for a throw to Everton. Taken long, but Arsenal win the header and win the second ball again. Beth Mead touches it back to Steph Catley. It's Arsenal complete control in terms of structure of the game without really creating too many chances there. Leah Williamson chips a long ball forward, but it goes again straight into the arms of Courtney Brosnan. Terry said, I didn't see Emma complaining in the first leg. They got away with murder. Anyway, it's karma for yeah, exactly it is. Yeah, it's a little bit of karma there. She can't exactly complain about refereeing decisions, can she? Let's be honest. Anyway, Arsenal's pressing has won the ball back. Beth Mead finds Kim Little, and she's got a bit of space here. Finds Caitlin Ford on the edge of the box, spreads it through. Stina's in. Is Stina going to score? Good save from the keeper. And it's a good run there because she wasn't offside. And Stina there, one-on-one with a goalkeeper there. It was a difficult angle, not on her strongest side, you have to say. It was on that left. It was a good run, though, from Stina. Well, she was offside in actual fact. There's no VAR, of course. So had she scored, it would have counted. But the goalkeeper saved well with her legs. Stina was offside in actual fact, but anyway, it doesn't matter because she missed. But we have won a corner, and that's a positive step so far. 9.5 minutes played. The corner comes in from that near side, headed out though by the Everton defence. Katie McCabe lofts it back into the box again, but it's too close to the goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan. I'm not sure if the wind is maybe playing a part in this game. Seems to be a few balls being overhit, certainly from Arsenal in these first 10 minutes here. Is it the conditions maybe playing a part in that? I'm not sure. But anyway, Arsenal dominated the game. Just that one big chance there for Stina, which, yeah, she could have done better with that. Let's be honest. But, her running in behind is always a threat. It was a decent save by the keeper's legs, though. You can't really do much more than get the shot on target, make the keeper make a save. That's what you've got to do. And Arsenal winning the ball back high up the pitch there, inside the penalty. In fact, we've won a corner. Everton trying to play it out from the back. And Megan Finnegan, the captain there, saying to the goalkeeper, just get rid of it. She got herself into trouble there. Caitlin Ford, really good play from her. And in the end, it's gone behind for a corner to Arsenal. Good pressure from Caitlin Ford. And this corner's over on that far side. Katie McCabe is going to go across to take it with that left foot. And Beth Mead's gone short as well. Is this going to be the opening goal for Arsenal? Katie McCabe is going to take this corner in swinger towards the near post. It's gone past everybody there. Oh, if only an Arsenal player could have got a touch on that. Was it Russo at the far post? In the end, it flicked off Sarah Holmesgaard. It's gone behind. It's another corner to Arsenal. Dangerous ball in there, actually. A good corner it was. and it was flicked on at the near post. In fact, no, I think it was maybe Megan Finnegan that got a touch on it. Anyway, it's gone behind. It's another corner to Arsenal. This one on this near side. It's going to be Beth Mead with it towards the near post. It's not really cleared away by Everton initially, but it is now. Anywhere will do for them. They just hoofed it out for a throw on this near side. It was Stenevich there with the clearance there, the Norwegian. Katie McCabe there with this throw. Arsenal in control of this game, dominating proceedings, but haven't managed to find that breakthrough yet. Katie McCabe plays the ball back to Steph Catley. A couple of dangerous corners in there. Leah Williamson now gets the ball out to that far side, but it wasn't a great ball actually, and Everton could have launched a counter attack. Well, it got deflected. Leah's pass maybe took a little bit too long there. Wanted too much time, and in the end, Arsenal got a free kick over on that far side. It was a foul there on Beth Mead, on Vicky Palova. Sorry, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. That was Sarah Holmesgaard there with that particular challenge. Actually, no, that was Karen Holmesgaard. Sorry, Sarah Holmesgaard's on the other side of the pitch. They are twins, so you'll have to forgive me if I get them confused. We'll just call them Holmesgaard, shall we? Because that's who they are. So there we go. So there you go. It's a long ball forward over on that far side. Cut out again, though, by Everton. And it's not quite falling for Arsenal, is it, in the final third so far? I say some passes have been overhit. A couple now have just been underhit. It's almost so they're trying to compensate for, is it the wind maybe playing a part? It does look very breezy in Merseyside this afternoon. The ball is now back with the goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan. Plays it out to Justine Van Hoovermark. Gets it back, the Everton goalkeeper. And Everton still trying to play it out from the back, even though he's put themselves under a bit of pressure already in this game. But they've done well over on that far side, kept a bit of possession. They were difficult not to break at Meadow Park, wasn't it, earlier in the season? We did manage to win that game 2-1, but it was certainly far from comfortable, was it? Anyway, Everton again trying to come forward with Karen Holmesgaard over on that far side. And Arsenal pressing high up the pitch. Everton can't get out. They're giving the ball away again. Oh, that's really good play from Vicky Palova. Touches it off to Kim Little. Can she get the shot away? It was just closed down. She finds Caitlin Ford inside the area. Caitlin Ford on this near side. Can she get the ball back into the box? Comes to the edge. Kim Little again. Plays out to that far side. Emily Fox finds Beth Mead. She'll have a shot, will she? Drills it into the box. Stina flicks it on. Couldn't quite find Caitlin Ford. Everton scramble it clear again. And Katie McCabe now bringing it forward again for Arsenal. Caitlin Ford on this near side. She's been very involved in these early stages. Caitlin Ford in a good run of form at the moment. Touches it off to Kim Little again. Arsenal looking for this breakthrough. Leah Williamson finds Beth Mead, gets it back again. Finds Vicky Palova, gets it back again. This is good play from Arsenal. Caitlin Ford closed down by two defenders. Kim Little now finds Katie McCabe on this near side. This is good play from Arsenal now. Caitlin Ford having a run at this Everton defence. Can she get the cross in? No, she can't. Good defending, actually. And, in fact, was it offside? Is that what was been given there? Or is it a corner to Arsenal, I think, actually? It might be a corner to Arsenal. It was good play, though, from Caitlin Ford again. And, yeah, it did go out of play. It was off the Everton player. It is going to be a corner to Arsenal. Roger, says, hi, Richard. All can't wait for another 3 points. Well, yeah, let's hope so. It should be. Certainly the way this game started, you'd be surprised if Arsenal don't win. Anyway, Katie McCabe is going to take this corner. Builds into the edge of the 6-yard box. It's cleared away there by Everton again. And they do manage to scramble it clear. But Katie McCabe is going to pick the ball up again on this near side. Finds Kim Little. Chips the ball back into the box. It's a decent ball. Everton defender there got the header in. And it's gone behind for another corner to Arsenal. That was Megan Finnegan there with a header. And the ball's gone behind for another corner to Arsenal. We've had several corners, not really managed to make too much of them as yet. Some dangerous balls in, but Everton have dealt with them pretty well. And they're going to have to deal with another one here. This one is on the near side, Arsenal's left. And Everton are going to have to defend this. Katie McCabe's come across to take it. It's going to be an outswinger. It's a decent ball again. Again, it's an Everton head. Gets there first and second. But Katie McCabe should win this ball back. Touches it forward. Gets it back, Katie McCabe. But she just couldn't quite put that ball back into the path of Caitlin Ford. It's gone out for a goal kick to Arsenal. 16 minutes on the clock here at Walton Hall Park. A very breezy Walton Hall Park it is. It is Everton 0, Arsenal 0. But it's been all Arsenal pressure so far. We're just waiting for that one big chance, aren't we? The one big opportunity to get that goal, and then I think the game will open up a little bit more. Terry says, we never take advantage of all our early pressure we put on teams. No, we seem to struggle to get early goals, don't we? I mean, we did get an early goal. Last week was quite early, wasn't it, against Leicester? But yeah, we generally dominate the early stage of the game and can't get the goal or 2 goals to put it to bed quite often. And that's been the case so far. We've not really tested the goalkeeper yet, have we? That one save from Steiner. Other than that, though, there's not really been much work for the Everton goalkeeper, certainly not enough. LG says, so this manager is judged on winning at the Conti Cup. The standards here are so low. I've seen enough from him to know that he ain't the guy. We are just wasting time with him. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily see that that's the case. I mean, I do think that in the circumstances of the last 3 seasons that he's been here, he's done pretty well, hasn't he? A runners-up in the league, a semi-final of the Champions League and a quarter-final, an FA Cup final, 2 League Cup wins. I don't think that's a bad record. Is it enough overall? No, but he's only in his 3rd season. When you think one of those seasons, we lost 3 of our best players for most of the season. This season we've had new players coming in. We've had those injured players coming back, but they've not been at their best. So I think that we need to give him next season. Next season's a real time to judge him. And if this is the same way next season, if we're still finishing 3rd next season, I would say yes, absolutely. He's not the right guy. But as things stand, I think he's earned the right for one more season by winning us 2 trophies in 3 seasons. He's been there 2 in a row. So I think he deserves another season. But next season, that's it. No more excuses. We have to do better. Anyway, it's a corner to Everton on this near side. Their first corner goes to the far post. Header comes in. It's hit the top of the crossbar. Oh, and Everton nearly scrambling the rebound. Wow, they've had nothing at all in this game, Everton, so far, these first 18 minutes. And they almost take the lead with a simple corner towards the far post. A good header hits the crossbar there. And the rebound, was that kicked off the line or did it just go wide? Wow, Arsenal hanging in there. That was very, very close to Everton taking the lead. It was Van Hoovermark with a second header. It was Karen Holmesgaard hit the bar. And then the rebound now, Van Hoovermark, very tall she is. But that's a poor header from close range. She's put it wide. Really, that should be 1-0 to Everton. Anyway, let's, what happens there? Wow. Ellie says, what's the time? We're on 18 and a half minutes. Journeyman says, hit the bar, Everton. They did indeed. And Arsenal have a chance at the other end, but Caitlin Ford couldn't quite get there. And she's going to keep the ball in, though, on this near side. Well, that was close to Everton scoring. That just goes to show, doesn't it? You can dominate a game as much as you like, but unless you put the ball in the net, you're always going to be struggling, aren't you? And that seems to be what almost happened there. Arsenal trying to come forward again, but that ball bounces over Caitlin Ford's head, and it is going to be a throw to Everton. But that was a little bit of an escape there, wasn't it? Terry says, blimey, nearly 1-0 down. We were indeed nearly 1-0 down. Bit fortunate there. That's almost an opportunity at the other end there. Steiner trying to get on the end of that cross from Emily Fox again, and just behind Steiner it was, and Caitlin Ford couldn't quite get on the end of it either. Terry says, what a cross from Fox and no one there. Yeah, there was nobody. The cross was just behind Steiner, wasn't it? And there was no one coming in behind. Anyway, Kim Little now threads the ball forward. This is an opportunity for Arsenal. The ball's in now for Steiner, chips it over the keeper. Oh, in fact, she might have been given offside that time. Very, very close there. You can see Steiner getting some chances in this game and getting a goal or 2, but she was offside there. LG says, injuries or no injuries, we shouldn't be losing to West Ham, Spurs and Liverpool. His time is up. He even struggles to break down a low block. Yeah, well, everybody struggles to break down a low block, don't they? I mean, if you think if you've got the answers to how to break down a low block, then, I'm sure you'd be up there with Pep, wouldn't you, in how to manage your team. It's difficult, isn't it? When a team is got 9 players behind the ball shutting down the spaces, no matter how good you are, it's difficult to find a way to break that down. Even the best teams, even Man City, struggle against low blocks at times, especially when they're at home. They do. So that's not to say, oh well, get rid of the manager because we struggle against. Everyone struggles against low blocks, and. You're looking at the Liverpool game. We know there were circumstances there, no proper pre-season. We just got knocked out of Europe for the same reason. I mean, yeah, the West Ham and the Spurs games were just poor performances, which happens. Man City have poor performances, don't they? Pep's teams have poor performances. Yes, this season we've lacked consistency. We know that. But the injuries have played a part in that, haven't they? Of course they have. When some of your best players aren't at their best because they're coming back from long-term injuries, you're never going to be able to produce your best performances week in, week out, are you? And, you know, we've had new players coming in as well. They've had to settle in, new relationships. Terry says, LG, should we get rid of Arteta as well, as he's done worse? Exactly, yeah. I mean, he has done worse. He's won 2 trophies, Jonas. 2 trophies in the last 2 seasons. That's something, isn't it? It's something that we can build on, and we have to build on it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is it. We've got to improve. We've got to start challenging for the league title. We've got to win league titles with Arsenal. Anyway, Leslie Russo now on this near side. Can she get the cross in? She does. Again, it's not a great cross, and it was cleared away by Everton quite easily. Raja says there, so LG, who do you think should manage us next? Well, yeah, that's always the question thrown up, isn't it? There's plenty of managers. I'm not saying that Jonas is the best that we can get. I just feel as though he's done enough so far just to deserve at least one more season. One more season, and then we'll see. But I don't know. Raja says, no, Arteta going nowhere as of now. Well, no, Arteta's not going anywhere. It doesn't mean he shouldn't necessarily go anywhere. It depends on what happens in the next few games. Anyway, we'll talk more about the men's team later on, of course, where when the game starts later on, we've got another stream set up for that. So what we'll do is we'll stay with this game and then we'll move over to the other stream at the end. Anyway, Leah Williamson's ball over the top again, looking for Emily Fox on that far side. She gets forward so well, doesn't she, Emily? Now Vicky Palova plays it forward. That wasn't a great ball, that was it? And Everton can pick up possession again. Look at this pressing from Arsenal. Now Steena's inside the penalty. The angle's tight. She gets a shot in. It's blocked. And Everton do manage to go. It comes back to Steena. This time it's a cross. It's going to be Caitlin Ford. Oh, she completely missed her kick in front of goal. That should have been 1-0. It was Steena's shot initially was blocked. It came back to Steena. She pulled it across the box. There was Caitlin Ford with basically an open goal. Missed her kick completely. Well, we've had a couple of big chances in this game that we haven't managed to put away. Steph Catley now on his near side. Plays the ball square to Leah Williamson, bringing it forward. It's a good run. That's a good ball as well to Caitlin Ford. Can she keep this in? She does. She doesn't want to cross it with her left foot. So she's going on her right. Katie McCabe does cross it with her left foot. That's headed out. Comes to Kim Little inside the box. It's going to fall again to Caitlin Ford, is it? It's put behind. It's a goal kick this time, says the referee. And Terry says, Ford indeed. That was a big chance there, wasn't it, for Caitlin Ford to get a goal there. It was good pressing from Arsenal inside the box. Steena's cross. Caitlin's got to score that. She's got to put that in. It was great play from Steena. Her first shot was blocked. She got the ball back from Beth Mead, and this time it's a lovely cross. Picked out Caitlin Ford. Oh, dearie me, that's a terrible miss. That is a terrible miss from Caitlin Ford. And the Everton goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan, has now gone down with an injury. And Arsenal should be in front now. There's no doubt about that. We've had 1 or 2 opportunities now in these opening 24 minutes. And we've not managed to put them in. And Caitlin Ford is now having a chat to Jonas over on this near side. Well, the goalkeeper is getting some treatment there for Everton. But that was a big chance there, wasn't it? A really, really big chance for Caitlin Ford. Open goal almost. All she had to do was just kick it into the net, and she completely missed her kick. But Arsenal playing well. There's no doubt about that. We're dominating the game. We're just not quite able to find that final touch at the minute. They're just showing that chance again for Caitlin. Oh, it's on her right foot as well. Really, really, she should have done better there. She really should have done better. And it would have been a lovely goal as well, actually. But anyway, I'm sure Caitlin knows she should have done better there. Ernest says, Arteta is the reason why we are included in a title race in the first place. And you want to revert us to our forms. No, I actually want us to get better and actually win some titles. That's what I want. But anyway, just being included in a title race. We're talking about Jonas winning the Continental Cup's not enough for the Arsenal women. Yes, I agree. It's not enough overall. We should be expecting more. And being in a title race for the men's team isn't enough. We should be winning it. That's got to be the aim, hasn't it? And if this manager can't get us over the line, let's get someone who might be able to. But we still got 4 games to play, and we still might win it. So that'll be fine if we do. But if we don't, that'll be 2 seasons in a row. Just challenging, just be including in a title race isn't enough. With the money that we're spending as well, it's not enough, is it? So, and our former self actually is winning titles, winning doubles, and winning trebles, and going unbeaten. So that's our former self. Or you could look at the former self that Arteta got us down to 8th place. Maybe look at that former self. anyway, Roger says, you're going to do an North London double. Yeah, I am. Yeah, there's another stream set up for that. So what we'll do is we'll stick with this game, obviously. And I know it's they do over. There's going to be an overlap, isn't there, of about 15, 20 minutes or so. So we're going to have to kind of finish this game and then switch. I mean, we'll see if this game, if we may be winning this game 5 or 6-0 with 5 minutes to play, we might switch over to the other one a little bit earlier. But if this game's still in the balance, of course we'll stick with it. We'll probably stick with it anyway. But there is another stream set up for that. Terry says Arteta is the reason we ain't won nothing but a pizza plate. We didn't win that, did we? He didn't. He won something at that. What's it? That steak place, didn't he? Didn't he win something there? I don't know. Anyway. Everton trying to play it out from the back again. This is what annoys me about modern football. Teams keep playing it out from the back, and it works once out of 10. And it's worked this time because they're coming forward, Everton, and they've got a little bit of space on this near side actually, and they played this quite well with Bissell's cross to the far post, headed out there by Emily Fox, and now Kim Little can complete the clearance. But just because it works once out of 10. Doesn't mean it's going to work all the other times, and it's too risky, isn't it? The risk reward for me doesn't add up when you play it out from the back, unless you're really, really good at it, and not many teams are. And Everton certainly haven't been that good at it so far, have they? But I suppose you've got to keep doing it until you get better at it. Maybe is what they want to do, but I just don't like that about modern football. Anyway, Arsenal now try to get the ball back with Alessi Russo. In fact, is it a free kick to Arsenal? Indeed, it is. Chill says the other starts late. Well, it doesn't start. It starts at 2 o'clock, doesn't it? The other game. So this one won't be finished by 2 o'clock. We're not going to be finished in this game until what are we looking at? Probably 2:15, aren't we? So scheduling of the games doesn't always work in our favour, does it? When you want to watch both your teams play. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll get through it. We'll do the best that we can. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward, trying to do the best that they can. Caitlin Ford on this near side, goes around the outside. Good play for Caitlin Ford, pulls it back again. No, Everton, there's never a defender in the way, manages to clear that ball away. And they've kept it actually on this near side. And now they're going to try and launch a counter attack. But again, Arsenal's pressing's won the ball back. Kim Little finds Leah Williamson. You do feel a goal is coming soon. Kim Little now again, little short ball off to Vicky Palova. Now it's with Leah Williamson. Beth Mead plays it on to Vicky Palova inside the penalty area. Vicky Palova twisting and turning, tries to find Stina again, and Everton defenders there. And Everton have defended pretty well, you have to say, but our play in that final third again isn't quite good enough, is it? That final ball's not quite there yet for us. And that's the reason why it's still 0-0. 1 or 2 moments. So Stina had a big chance. Caitlin Ford's had a big chance. And it is still 0-0. Everton's a bit the bar as well, don't forget. So, we haven't had it all our own way. Anyway, Arsenal trying to come forward again, but Leslie's ball there is cut out. Looking for Emily Fox. Leah Williamson's just dealt with that one. Won the throw. And thrown it back to Steph Catley. And she has found Manu Zinsberger just outside the penalty on this near side. Plays it up to Caitlin Ford. Touches it back to Katie McCabe. And it's gone back to Manu Zinsberger again. She goes long this time. It's a good ball into space in behind. Stina's going to get there ahead of the Everton defence. But is she offside again? I think she might have been. But again, that's a good run in behind there from Stina. I think the wind is causing problems. And maybe that's slightly been the reason why our final ball's not always been absolutely spot on. I do think that the wind is playing a part. And it's a cold wind as well, blowing in off that coast from the west coast. And Everton have won another throw. It was Piermont there. Won that one there. But Arsenal again picked up the ball. Kim Little plays it forward to Leslie Russo. But again, she's had it Beth Mead, sorry. She's had it taken off her and Everton back in possession. But again, Arsenal pressing really well. Really, really well. Beth Mead's going to step in and win that. Not quite. And again, Everton played it out from the back and they look very uncomfortable doing it. But they got away with it that particular time. And now they played it forward to Piermont again. But again, Arsenal trying to win the ball back. But Piermont's done well that time. The Italian And the ball's gone. In fact, is it a free kick? No, the referee says play on because Everton have got the ball. 31 minutes on the clock. Everton 0, Arsenal 0. And it's been all Arsenal so far, but it hasn't brought about a goal, which is what we need to really settle us down. Arsenal coming forward now. Is this going to be the moment for the goal? Caitlin Ford again tries to put it back into the near post. Steena's there again. It was a defender, just got in the way there. Couldn't quite get the finish on it. We've got the team news from the North London derby. This is how Arsenal will line up against Tottenham. It's Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Erdegaard, Partey and Rice, and Saka, Havertz and Trossard. That is the team that is starting for in the North London derby for Arsenal. Tottenham's team is Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Davis, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Madison, Werner, and Son. So that's the team news from the North London derby. Just for you there, just come in. Obviously, we'll be over on that other stream later on. Another Arsenal attack came to nothing there. Another overhit pass, and the ball's went out for a goal kick to Everton. Terry says the problem Arsenal have with scoring goals, it's all down to the chat not hitting the like button. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it probably is. Doreen's got Arsenal 3, Everton 2. Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I suppose a win, but it doesn't look as though there's going to be that many goals in this game as yet, does there? We've played 32 and a half minutes. It's still 0-0. And we still await that opening goal. And the ball's gone out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Katie McCabe is going to take. We've got a comment here. Why don't you let us watch the game? Because the YouTube would shut us down. That's why. I'd love to show you the game, but if I do that, then the channel will just shut down. So what will be the point? Now you're free to stay with us and stay with us here, or try and find a way to watch it. That's up to you. But if I showed you the game, the channel would get shut down in literally seconds. So there would absolutely be no point. So silly comments like that don't really help today. If you want to watch the game, find somewhere else. If you want to stay with us, stay with us. I can't show you it. Anyway, Everton trying to come forward now with Piermont again on this near side. Steph Catley's very tight to her there. And again, Arsenal's pressure does pay off. We win the ball back. And then the ball's played back to Leah Williamson now. And Arsenal trying to find this breakthrough. We haven't managed to do it yet, have we? Roger says there, that's rude. Kind of. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, ridiculous. It's like it's my decision. It's like I don't want to show you the game. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, if I could, I would, but I can't. So there you go. Because I'm pretty certain that if I was to show the game, I'd get a lot more views. So why would I not want to do that? But the channel would get shut down. So there's the reason. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again over on that far side with Beth Mead, plays it infield to Emily Fox. Arsenal not quite clicking in that final third yet. It's just not quite working. But it's only going to take one moment of magic. We've certainly got the players to do it. This could be it now. Emily Fox over on that far side. What's the cross like? It's deflected behind. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. In fact, I think that was Vicky Palova over on that far side with a cross. And Arsenal looking to try to get this breakthrough, but it's going to be a corner over on that far side. No, it was Emily Fox with a cross. Good defending again from Everton. They have defended really, really well in this first half so far. You have to say, yes, our final ball hasn't always been the right options. It hasn't always been delivered properly, but Everton have defended it well so far, and you have to give them credit for that. Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal again. And can we get this breakthrough? The wind doesn't seem to be playing a part. Anyway, this corner goes short. Maybe we should try and get it in the box. Although not that that's worked particularly well so far. Anyway, the ball is now back with Kim Little. It's a long ball forward, but it's overhit again. Again, I think the wind's maybe playing a part. Actually, that was Steph Catley's ball. We've got Asakunda with us. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I don't know how to say his name, but I think he's new on media. He doesn't know a lot. Well, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the way it is, isn't it? You can't copyright issues or whatever. You can't show live games when other people pay a lot of money to give them the privilege to do that. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now, and almost a ball in there to Kim Little on the edge of the box. But again, Everton have defended it well, and now they've won a free kick. Emily Fox there with the foul. and it's going to be a free kick to Everton. And I mean, it wasn't much of a foul, was it? But I suppose it was a foul. And it's going to be a free kick to Everton. But yeah, again, Arsenal just not able to find that proper good pass to open up this Everton defence. And on the 2 occasions that we've done so, one of them when Stina was in, she was offside, but it would have counted. The goalkeeper made a good save, and then of course Caitlin Ford missed her kick completely in front of an open goal virtually. So Arsenal have had the chances to make the breakthrough. So far, it hasn't quite happened. There's still plenty of time in this game. Of course, it's only 36 minutes played, and you do feel if Arsenal continue to press this high up the pitch and continue to play like this, the goals will come. Absolutely, the goals will come. Well, I'm not overly concerned yet. I mean, if we get to 75 minutes and it's still 0-0, I might be a little bit more concerned. But as things stand, I'm not overly worried. Russ is with us. How you doing, Russ? Good to see you, my friend. He says, Terry, hope you're doing well on this Sunday afternoon. I'm sure Terry's great. Terry will be great, of course, as always. Anyway, Everton now in possession. Again, they're trying to play it out from the back. And again, they look a little bit uncomfortable doing so. But again, it's worked fairly well from it. They've got a throw on over on that far side. So, I don't know. It seems it was, I think it's Karen Holmesgaard. It's very difficult to tell them two apart, isn't it? Anyway, they do look very, very similar. Well, they are twins, so of course they're going to look similar, aren't they? And yeah. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. Is this going to be the breakthrough there? Stina tried to lay the ball off. It got deflected. And Everton clear it away, but not for long. But they won it back again. Well, you see, they are defending well, but you have to give them credit, actually. And yes, while our final ball hasn't always been great, you have to say that Everton have defended well. And sometimes you have to give the opposition credit, don't you, for what they do as well. It's not necessarily all just about what we do. We're doing as well as we can. Roger says Russ tried to beat Unai Emery. Well, why not? Unai Emery's all right, and he's a nice guy at the end of the day. And you have to say, though, he could have done us a bit more of a favour yesterday, couldn't he? Because you do feel if Aston Villa had won yesterday, the extra gap would have maybe deflated Tottenham a bit in that top 4. Now Tottenham will have a chance of getting that top 4. And, it's given them a little bit more motivation for today's game. So he didn't really help us out yesterday, did he, Unai Emery? They should have won that game when they were in a great position to win it. And they could have lost it as well at the end, I suppose. So, maybe a draw wasn't a terrible result, was it? Herman says there were many tornadoes in the US Midwest and a lot of damage. Was there really? Okay. Oh, well. We've had some pretty poor weather here. Nothing quite as bad as that, though, but nowhere near the sort of weather we should be getting. It's May this week. May the 1st is coming up soon, and it's ridiculous that it's still. I still wear woolly hats and stuff like that. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Come on, guys. Let's get some nice weather, shall we? Anyway, Leah Williamson now have a long ball up this near side, but again, it wasn't a great ball cut out, and Katie McCabe goes in strongly to win it back for Arsenal. She's doing well there. Katie McCabe battling away now. She's gone down with a bit of an injury, and in fact, the referee's given a free kick to Everton. And Katie McCabe is holding the side of her head there. Not quite sure what actually happened there. She did well there, Katie McCabe. Got past. Oh, yeah, the shoulder of the Everton defender whacked her right on the side of the face there. That would be a painful one, that. It was, look at that. Wow, that is quite a bad one, actually. Oh, she's took a real whack there, Katie McCabe, on the side of her face. Obviously, she's a little tough cookie, isn't she? So it's not going to bother her too much. But yeah, she's took a bit of a whack there, Katie, there, but she's going to be okay. We're into the last 5 minutes of this first half, last 5 minutes. So we need a goal. If we're not a goal before half time would be great, wouldn't it? Terry says, wish our front line was like that. Well, yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Tornado rushing through. I mean, we've kind of been like that up to the final third, and then it's like it's not quite worked out, has it? Anyway. We complain about our weather, don't we? But at least we don't get tornadoes and stuff like that very often, do we? Well, hardly ever. Never, to be honest. So, we should count our blessings maybe sometimes with our weather. But I just kind of like it to be a little bit warmer would be nice. That's all. Just for a bit, It is supposed to be nearly summer. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. We've won the ball back high out the pitch. Is this going to be the moment? Stina in the box touches it off to Kim Little. Going to get a shot away. Oh, it was deflected again. It's good defending from Everton. they just can't quite, Arsenal just can't quite get that final breakthrough, can we? Caitlin Ford again coming forward. It's relentless Arsenal pressure. It has been for most of this first half. But yet Everton have come the closest. They've hit the woodwork from their only corner of the game so far. So they maybe feel that they could be in front, even though we've dominated the majority of this game. And we have had some big chances of our own. We haven't managed to take them. Emily Fox now bringing the ball forward. Good play. This is from Stina. Almost. Sorry, it was from Caitlin Ford. Almost threaded the ball through to Stina. And Arsenal won the ball back again. Now it's going to come to Alessi Russo on the edge of the box. She's been in good goal scoring form. Couldn't quite get a shot away there. Kim Little now 25 yards out. She's going to try a shot. Press it in instead. And again, Everton have just got bodies and bodies in the way. Emily Foxo plays it out to Beth Mead. Can Beth Mead get a cross in? Closed down there, though, over on that far side by Claire Wheeler. And Arsenal still in possession. Leah Williams chips it into the box. It's flicked on. There's no one there. It's a miskick clearance there from Megan Finnegan. A bit of a panicked clearance that was there. And it's gone out for another corner to Arsenal. Roger says, I hope Katie is able to. Yeah, no, Katie's fine. I say it will take more than a whack to the face to stop Katie McCabe in her tracks, won't it? And he also won a corner over on that far side. I think Katie McCabe's actually going to go across the tape. So she is fine. The wind is picking up as well here. It's just going to be the moment for Arsenal. The corner comes into the edge of the 6-yard box. It's scrambled away just about by. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. And it's just not quite falling for us, is it, inside that 6-yard box? And that time there, it was scrambled away by Van Hoovermaert, who's doing a good job back there. He's very tall, isn't she, the Belgian man? His corner comes in again. Again, it's Everton head that gets there. And this time it's going to be a free kick to Everton. Herman says it's a game of corners. Well, it is for us. We've had loads of corners, haven't we? Not been able to make any of them count. Everton do have a lot of height in their team. And it was a high foot there from Leah Williamson, from Caitlin Russo, it was, sorry. And it's going to be a free kick to Everton into the last 90 seconds of normal time at the end of this first half. There'll be a minute or so, 2 minutes maybe of stoppage time. There was an injury to the goalkeeper, wasn't there, earlier on briefly. Katie McCabe's brief injury as well. And the referee's got rather strange hair, hasn't she? Rather strange haircut, anyway. And it was a foul there by Piermont on Kim Little. In fact, she got sandwiched between two Everton players there, Captain Kimmy. But, of course, again, she's okay as well. She's a very tough cookie as well. It is going to be a free kick, though, to Arsenal, which Katie McCabe is going to take. And we are into the last minute of this first half. Can Arsenal get the goal before half-time? Which would be great, wouldn't it? Katie McCabe again now. A little bit of time on this near side, just on halfway. Plays it in to Kim Little, gets it back. Now it's been switched across to Steph Catley, playing centre-back today, of course. Finds Leah Williamson. Touches the ball in to midfield. Kim Little again, dictating the play for Arsenal, as she does so often. She's got the ball again. Kim Little turns away, keeps possession, finds Steph Catley. We're into the last 30 seconds of normal time. Can Arsenal find a goal before half-time? There will be, I say, a couple of minutes, maybe a stoppage time. So we've still got a little bit. That's a lovely flick by Beth Mead there to try to find Emily Fox. Again, though, there's an Everton player in the way. And now Everton are going to try a shot from distance from Piermont. Tries to chip it over Manu Zinsberger from about 45 yards. Didn't quite get that right. It was worth a try, though, wasn't it, actually? It was a good effort from the Italian. And Manu Zinsberger was alive to that, and it went over the bar anyway. So we're just coming into stoppage time now. We're just going to find out exactly how much stoppage time there is going to be. And Arsenal struggled, I think, with the wind in this first half. It seems to be, there's going to be 3 minutes, actually. We seem to struggle with the wind a little bit in this first half. And maybe the second half might actually be better for us. Because, again, some of our passing has been not quite on point. And that was an ambitious effort there from Martha Piermont just a moment ago. But it did go high over the crossbar. And Arsenal now into there. We played out 30 seconds of stoppage time. 3 minutes that there's going to be. Katie McCabe now threads the ball forward up this near side to Caitlin Ford. Can she keep it in? She does just about keep it in. Caitlin Ford did well, actually, because the pass was slightly overhit. So she did well. Katie McCabe's got it back again on this near side. Kim Little now just progressing towards the edge of the box. The ball's into Vicky Palova. Couldn't quite get there. Beth Mead inside the box. Can she get Russo? No, it was Beth Mead. Sorry, inside the box. Couldn't quite get a shot away. And it is constant Arsenal pressure as it's been for most of this first half, but still Everton survive. Chill says most Everton players are injured, so I thought this match would be easy. Well, I mean, it's been easy in terms of we've dominated it, but we just can't get that goal, can we? And that happens in football sometimes. Anyway, Russo now touches out to that far side. Emily Fox, is this the moment? The cross comes in. Again, it's a good defensive header at the near post. That was from Megan Finnegan. And Everton have cleared it away. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. We played a minute and a half of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Arsenal pressing for the breakthrough. It'd be good to happen now, wouldn't it? Be really good to happen now. This ball's played forward to Leslie Russo. Now it's in the box. Beth Mead. Vicky Palova across the box. Oh, it's gone wide. That was another big chance there. It was Vicky Palova over on that far side. Not maybe noted for her goal scoring prowess, although she's got a couple of important goals this season. And that the ball fell to her nicely. She did well actually, turned away from the defender, and it's gone across the goal. And Caitlin Ford wasn't quite far enough forward to have touched it in at the far post. It was good play again from Arsenal, but once again, we get into those good positions and the finishing or the final ball isn't quite good enough, is it? And it wasn't there either from Vicky Palova. We're now into the final minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. It looks as though it's going to be goalless at the break, which not for want of trying. We've certainly played well. We've had chances, but so Everton did it at the bar as well. So it hasn't been all plain sailing for Arsenal, and we're still waiting for that breakthrough anyway. Kim Little now plays it forward to Stina, plays it infield. Again, the wind seems to have played a part in that pass there. And I don't think Arsenal have quite totally got to grips with the weather conditions in this first half. Katie McCabe is now getting after this ball. And it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. You do feel as though the Everton are going to run out of steam. In fact, there goes a half-time whistle, is it? Or is it the throw's going to be retaken? We've played the 3 minutes. I thought maybe that was half-time, but I'm not sure if it is. I think Katie McCabe took that throw from the wrong place. The Everton manager, Sorensen, looks quite cool. He's got like a fishtail coat on. It looks pretty cool. Anyway, it looks warm as well for him. I'm sure it is a cold day. In fact, the referee's given a throw to Everton. Not quite sure what that's all about. Anyway, it's going to be Lucy Hope to take it. And in fact, there goes a half-time whistle anyway. So that was all a bit pointless, wasn't it? It is half-time here at Walton Hall Park. It is Everton Women 0, Arsenal 0. And Arsenal have had all of the play. Well, I would say, I don't know what the percentage of possession is, but it must be 75% Arsenal at least. We've had two big chances. Stina with a one-on-one, and the goalkeeper saved it with her legs, Courtney Brosnan, and then Caitlin Ford miskicked in front of an open goal when it looks easier to score. They were the two big chances. Vicky Palova's just fired one wide as well. At the other end, Everton haven't really threatened too much, but they did hit the crossbar with a header from a corner. It was Van Hoovermark then headed the rebound wide. It was Karen Holmesgaard initially hit the crossbar. So at half-time, it's 0-0. And yeah, it's one of them games that we've seen. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it, in the WSL this season? We've seen this type of game so many times from Arsenal. Dominate. The final ball isn't quite there. We just lack a cutting edge, and we can't get the goal. I'm sure the goals will come in the second half. I do think the weather conditions have played a part. I think the wind has made it difficult, but I mean, it's no excuse. We should be winning this game at half-time, and we're not. And we need to do better in that final third in the second half. But at half-time at Walton Hall Park, Everton 0, Arsenal 0. It is still all to play for here, and Arsenal needs to do a little bit more in that final third in particular, don't we? So there we go. Herman says, I'm going to make a coffee. Good stuff, my friend. Enjoy. And Atakuda says half-time. Indeed, it is half-time. Well, talking about coffee, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. And I'm going to get some preparation done for the men's game as well. So stay with us. We'll be back very, very shortly for the second half. Hopefully, we'll see some goals in the second half, won't we? Because, that's not quite what we were hoping for, is it, in that first half? We thought we might be 2 or 3 up. We could be, but we're not. So stay with us. We'll be back very shortly for the second half. Arsenal, Everton 0, Arsenal 0. All the goals are coming, though, so don't go anywhere because you don't want to miss them, do you? So we'll see you very shortly. Hello, welcome back. I've got my Yorkie, having a cup of tea, so we're sorted. So after goodness says, yeah, we're coming strong in the second half. Yeah, hope so. Wayne says we need to lose and score loads of own goals against City next week. We've got third in the trophy. Let's send a salty Emma empty-handed. Nah. See, I want to beat Man City. So I don't really want to see us do that. But hopefully Chelsea will lose their own game. Because it's not a great half. They need to cut out the offsides. They had to play Stein, needs to hold their runs better. Yeah. There's not much space over here, is there? It's quite a small pitch. I don't know if that's the reason. Terry says, let's totally take it out of Salty FC's chance of winning it. No, you see, I don't think we should worry about other teams. The only thing that matters is us. And us winning all our games is more important to me than how it affects anyone else. If Man City want to win the league, Man City have to beat us. And we need to, for the integrity of the league, apart from anything else, we've got to go out and produce our best performance. And we've got to try and win that game as well. For ourselves. And if it so happens that we beat City and it means Chelsea win the league, it's not because of that one game, is it? The league's over, 22 games, isn't it? So, that's what the league's not decided by one game, whether we beat City or we don't. If whoever wins the league because they've been the best team over 22 games. And I don't want to see us go to City and let them beat us because it means that Chelsea don't win the league. Chelsea's still got to win their games anyway. They still might lose a game. They've got 4 to play. And they've got to have the disappointment of that Champions League as well, haven't they? Sinisha says, hey, I just joined. How did the girls do first half? Well, dominated the game. Had a couple of big chances with Stina and Caitlin. Didn't take them. Everton did it at crossbar, their only opportunity. We've been the better team, but it's been a story of the season where we play well, we get to the final third, and we can't manage to put the ball in the net. And that's what's happened, really. Wayne says, I would have wanted us to beat City if we'd beaten Chelsea, but because we lost that game, I'd rather City. No. I'm not having it at all. If City are going to win the league, let them earn it properly. You imagine if we were in that situation, do you think Man City would, we'll just let Arsenal win? No, we'd have to go there and earn that victory. And then Man City might well beat us anyway, because Man City are a very good team and we don't have a great record here, do we? But I don't want to see us not give our best. I want us to go out there and beat them. That would be what I'd want to happen. And, let Chelsea worry about that themselves. We can't affect it. Greg says Chelsea will fall apart through their own arrogance. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let them do their own. Let them worry about themselves. We'll worry about ourselves. Man City worry about themselves, and that's it. And what will be, will be. I still believe Man City will win the WSL this season anyway. That's what I think will happen. But let's see. Roger says their City will be wary of us. Salty FC lost a chance to make it to the Champions League final. They will hope for us making them. No, I don't think they will. I don't think they'd expect anything from us. We just have to go and do our job, don't we? So yeah, let's see what happens. It's gonna be a big game next week, isn't it? But we need to win this one first. Because if we don't win this, then it's almost like what next week becomes even more important, doesn't it? Because we can't really afford to lose or not win 2 games in a row going into the end of the season. It happened last season. We finished with a bit of a whimper, didn't we? And I don't think we can afford to do that this season. I think we need to finish strongly. So, yeah, I don't care who wins the league. If we don't win the league, I've got to be honest, I don't really care who wins it. If we don't, then I don't really care who wins it. Doesn't really matter to me. Wayne says, we lost to Spurs on West Ham. We didn't deserve it. Absolutely, yeah. I get where you're coming from, but we got a trophy, so I'm fine with being this petty. Can't stand Chelsea. No, I mean, none of us like Chelsea, and I don't want Chelsea to win the league. Given a choice, I would rather they didn't. But ultimately, we've got to do our job. We've got to be professional. We've got to try and win every game for ourselves. We've got to do it for ourselves, haven't we? Not for anybody else. If it meant, imagine if it was the other way around and we were fighting for the league. And we had to play. Chelsea had to play Man City, and Chelsea thought, "Oh no, we'll let Man City win because it's going to mean Arsenal don't win the league." No, we can't afford to do that. We need to be professional because I would want other teams to be professional. It's like Leah Williams gone off at half time again for Leah Cadena. What is going on with Leah Williams at the minute, guys? What is going on with Leah Williams? Honestly, she's had to go off again at half time. It happened in the cup final. It's happened again today. She didn't look too bad in that first half, did she? But she has got a knee strap, as we did say. Anyway, I'll get getting off and underway in the second half. Leah Williamson's got a coat on. And it's the same half-time substitution that we made in the cup final. A mistake at the back from Arsenal straight away. Everton are in at the start of the second half. Cross comes in. Header comes in from Piedmont. Lacked power. And Manu Zinsberger made us say, wow, that was almost a disastrous start to the first half there. Emily Fox it was who slipped over. That ball played forward. It should have been comfortable for her, but she slipped. She couldn't get back up in time. And the cross came in. And the header from Piedmont there lacked any sort of pace, but a big opportunity for Everton to start the second half. Wow. Wayne says, Spurs fans are talking about that very thing today. They want to stop us today and roll over. So, yeah, the fans might do. But, see, that would lack integrity in the league, wouldn't it, if that was to happen, even if there was any question that happened. At the end of the day, Spurs can affect today's result, how they play against us. We can affect our own results by winning. We can't do anything about that. If Spurs lose to Man City, they lose to Man City. I won't be surprised if we lose to Spurs as well, but the fans might think that, of course, but the players have got to give their best every game. They're professionals. They get paid a lot of money. They can't not do it. I'm sorry. They just cannot do it. They can't throw a game. And I wouldn't want to see anybody throw a game, even if it benefited us or not. Because that's not sport for me. That is not sport. The best team should win the league, not because other teams have rolled over and let them win. That's not the way to do it, is it? That's just not the way to do it at all. Anyway, Everton have started the second half quite well. They just put a crossing from that far side, and Manu Zinsberg has done well at the near post. And Arsenal just haven't really come out for the second half yet. We were saying about the conditions were affecting Arsenal. Well, suddenly they seem to be giving Everton a boost at that win in this second half so far. We've played nearly 2 minutes. It is still 0-0. Herman says, made my coffee Ethiopian excellent on my Breville. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you're enjoying your coffee. I've got a tea. Now, you might notice it's not my Arsenal mug, it's my Beatles Rubber Soul mug. We had a bit of an accident this week. The Arsenal mug has broke. I am trying to find a way if I can stick it back together again, but yeah, it wasn't a good day. It wasn't a good day at all. We had to wear our black armbands. We had a minute's silence. The Arsenal mug, unfortunately, is in need of some surgery. It's not well. It's kind of in 3 different bits at the minute. Happened at work the other day. In fact, it was the day after the Chelsea game. So I'm a bit worried now. I might have jinxed the Spurs game by breaking my mug. It was an accident at work, and it smashed in 3 bits. But anyway, hopefully we can fix it. I've tried, but it's not really working at the minute. I've got a bit missing. I need to find it at work. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. We just lost the ball again. haven't really started the second half at all, actually. Terry says we need to wake up. Everton have started the second half. Well, yeah, they have. Yeah, they've been really on the front foot, and we're still in the changing room. Anyway, Leah Cadena now in possession. She had a brilliant performance, didn't she, in the cup final in the second half when she came on. I remember saying at the time, I mentioned it on the vlog as well, that it's difficult when you come on at half time when you're playing in defence in a game when it's 0-0, because you've got to get into tune with the game quickly, especially against a side like against Chelsea. But she did well, didn't she? And after coming forward again, that cross this time has been deflected behind. That was Caitlin Ford's cross. It is going to be a corner again to Arsenal. But that was better from Arsenal, wasn't it? Ball over on that far side. Caitlin Ford's cross. And the Everton defender has actually gone down and needing some treatment. Not sure what it is, actually. But it was a good piece of defending. Good play from Arsenal. It was actually Katie McCabe on the overlap. And across hit the Everton defender on the side of the head. And that would have been a bit of a... Oh, it's Van Hoovermaar, actually. And she's getting back to her feet again. The Belgium. Very, very tall, isn't she? Anyway, Leah Williamson's back on the bench in her coat. Obviously, she's not 100% fit yet, is she? For whatever reason, she's just not fit at all, is she? So, not able to last a full game very often. Although she did last week at the Emirates against Leicester, didn't she? Anyway, she's sitting next to Frida Marnham on the bench. So good was it to see her back last week playing. Wow, incredible. Never thought we'd see that happening for a long time. So to see her back on the pitch, it was incredible. And of course, to see her back on the bench today, I'm sure she'll get on in this game. Certainly if it stays 0-0, because she does have a goal in her, Frida. Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal. Hopefully we've got a goal in us here. Beth Mead with the corner. It's flicked on, but the header is into the arms of goalkeeper Courtney Brosnan. Comfortable. So I'm not sure who it was that had that header, actually. But anyway, it was a comfortable save in the end from from Courtney Brosnan, sorry. And now Everton trying to come forward. And again, Arsenal try to win the ball back high up the pitch. I think what needs to happen is I think you guys need to start getting the likes up here. Get the likes up, and then I think there'll be a goal, because that's usually what happens, isn't it? So Everton just giving the ball away. They've given the ball away again now. Caitlin Ford. Oh, the referee's given a free kick there. Vicky Pullover it was, winning the ball as she does like to do in that midfield. But the referee didn't like that challenge there on Claire Wheeler. Although she did get the ball. She did actually get the ball there. And maybe she's a little bit unlucky there. Yes, she was stretching and she did catch the Everton defender on the follow-through. But she clearly won the ball first. And maybe that shouldn't have been a free kick anyway. It's given us a free kick. And it denied Arsenal a good opportunity there, actually, because we suddenly had 2 or 3 players over. Everton with that long ball. It's going to run all the way through to Manu Zinsberg. Again, see they're over hitting it as well. The wind's obviously blowing down towards that left-hand side of the pitch. So Arsenal got the wind against us in this second half. I say that might benefit us because we did overhit so many passes in that first half. And maybe it might, although the evidence suggests that it actually isn't going to be easier for us, because Manu Zinsberg's kick there has gone out for a throw. Greg says they're not a free kick. The ref's trying to be a star. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a free kick. No, she won the ball. Obviously, clearly won the ball. But, she was stretching. And I guess the nature of the tackle, it probably was always likely to result in a free kick, even though it clearly wasn't a foul. But there you go. Anyway, Everton now trying to get the ball. Again, Vicky Pullover's in. Actually, that was Russo that time, and Vicky Pullover, the pair of them. Trying to win the ball back. And again, there's a long ball from Everton, which is going to roll all the way through. You have to say this hasn't been the greatest game, has it, ever, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is. And if Arsenal can get a goal or two, we'll be quite happy, won't we? But Everton have played much better in this second half. They really have. I don't know what the difference has been. Whether it is partly the conditions now. Obviously, Arsenal got the wind against us, so maybe it's slightly more difficult to get the ball up the pitch. And that may be what's happened. But, yeah, Everton have certainly been the better team in the second half so far. That's gone out, though, for a throw on this near side. We've played 52 minutes. That was Sarah Holmesgaard. Couldn't keep that in, and it's a throw which Emily Fox is going to take. Arsenal really yet to get going. Anyway, Leah Cadena now in possession. Plays the ball back to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. 53 minutes on the clock. Everton 0, Arsenal 0. Are we going to see the breakthrough goal? Again, it's poor ball forward that time from Emily Fox. From Leia Cadena. She's got the ball again, the Spaniard. And it's gone out for a throw to Everton. And yeah, it's not been great from Arsenal this second half at all. It's not been great. And I wouldn't say we're holding on, but it's been quite poor. Sarah Holmesgaard there with that throw. And now it's with Stanvik, plays it forward. And Leia Cadena steps in well there, wins the ball. Now Arsenal got a chance for a counter-attack. This is good play. There's a ball over that far side. Beth Mead, little bit of space. Finds the overlap run of Katie McCabe. What's the cross right in towards it? It's going to be it's put wide. Vicky Pullover has missed an absolute sitter there. Another big chance for Arsenal. We can't put it in the net. A lovely move, though. It really was great football from Arsenal. Kim Little's ball over to that far side. Beth Mead. There was a great overlap there from Katie McCabe. And look at Vicky Pullover. She's completely free. She's got to put that in from 6 yards. It's virtually an open goal. Lovely ball there from Katie McCabe. And that has got to be put in the net there by Vicky Pullover. And she's rolled it past the post. Incredible. Should have been 1-0. That is another big miss for Arsenal. Terry says, Pullover, how did you miss that? I honestly don't know how she's missed that. That was a bad. We thought Caitlin Ford's miss was bad, but that one was 10 times worse. Anyway, Caitlin Ford now in on the ball, tries to thread it through to Stina. It wasn't a good ball again, though, from Arsenal. It was cleared away by Everton. Well, what a big chance that was. And is it going to be one of those days today? And Everton now coming forward over on that far side. Again, it's with Piedmont taking on Leia Cadena. Keeps the possession. The Italian does well for Everton. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in, but Manu Zisberger's there. Herman says Pullover has to practice how to score. Yeah, that's the one thing lacking from her game, isn't it? Goals. She's a great player. She's had a great season, but she just does not score enough goals. Only 2 this season. And that was a big, big, big chance that you've got to score, quite honestly. You've got to score that. Anyway, it is still 0-0. And Arsenal have just not been able to find that net, have they, so far? We have had some big chances. There's no excuses to say we've not had the chances, because we have. We just haven't been able to put them away, have we? Well, we've lost the ball over on that far side. Bissell is going to take on Leslie Russo, and she's done well, Bissell, actually, Emma Bissell there, but Steph Catley's across, and now she finds Russo, and Arsenal looking to try to come forward again, get this breakthrough. Well, that wasn't a good ball, actually, and Kim Little couldn't keep possession. It wasn't her fault. It was a poor ball into her, and in the end, Everton have won it back, and suddenly they're looking a lot more dangerous in the second half, Everton, aren't they? I say whether that's partly the weather conditions, maybe it is. Terry says, get Chloe on. Yeah, that's an option, isn't it? We've got a few options on the bench, haven't we? Obviously, Viv, Frida Marnham, they've got goals in them as well, haven't they? And, of course, Chloe Lacasse as well. Not quite sure what Chloe Lacasse has to do to get a regular start. We said the same about Stina, didn't we, earlier in the season? That Stina's starting quite regular. And Chloe Lacasse is on the bench quite a lot now. Even though she's been playing really well when she's played. Anyway, that's a long ball forward up this near side by Everton, and Emily Fox does really well defensively and then wins at the free kick as well. Great defending there from Emily Fox. What a great siding she's turning into be, isn't she? Brilliant, brilliant player. And I said it before, she's not quite the final missing piece of the jigsaw, is she? Not quite. I do think we've still got one or two players still to come in to complete this squad, but she's certainly an important player, isn't she? And there's no doubt that, we generally play a lot better with her in the team. Greg says our passing is off today. Yeah, it hasn't been great, has it? But there's a good ball there. Again, it's Emily Fox getting forward up this near side. But that ball wasn't great, was it? Looking for the run of Stina, as a poor ball that time from Emily Fox, straight into the arms of Courtney Brosnan. And again, Arsenal had a decent opportunity there to get the ball forward. And it was a good ball initially, actually. I'm not sure who played that ball up the line to Emily Fox. It might have been Leia Cadena, actually. Terry says Frieda's coming on. She is. That tends to suggest to me Stina's going off and he'll play Russo up front, which is what happened last week against Leicester. And that kind of made a little bit of a difference, I suppose. I mean, Stina's not really been in the game today. Again, I wouldn't say it's her fault. She needs certain service, Stina, doesn't she? She's just not getting it. Anyway, Manu Zinsberger made a really poor clearance there. Beth Mead stepped in, though, to save her skin. And now we can come forward again. Beth Mead has just won the free kick. Great play that was from Beth, though, because it was a really poor clearance, actually, from Manu Zinsberger. And Chloe Lacasse is coming on as well. And I think it will be a good choice there. Getting Chloe on. I mean, Frieda hasn't had her greatest season, but she has got goals in her. We know that she does. She's still scored quite a few goals this season. Anyway, I was coming forward again over on that far side. Cross comes in again. It's cleared away by an Everton defender. Comes out only as far as Vicky Palova. Still don't quite know how she missed that chance just a moment ago, but she did. Now Caitlin Ford finds Kim Little some space over on that far side for Katie McCabe. Instead, it comes this side. It wasn't a great ball again, but it is shuffled back to the goalkeeper. It's not a great clearance out, actually. But again, Everton playing out from the back. And to be fair to them, they've looked a bit shaky doing it at times, but it's worked again. And they now can play the ball through midfield, trying to come forward. You can see the patterns that they're trying to play. The pass there wasn't great, though, was it? Roger says their stat check. We've won our last 12 against Everton, scoring 31, conceding 5. Yeah, well, there you go. But today is a different day. It's a different game. And we're struggling, aren't we? And I don't think the conditions have helped, but we can't use the weather as an excuse. Of course we're not. We should be winning this game. We've had 2 or 3 big chances. We should be in front. And the fact that we're not is down to ourselves. We are coming forward now. Leslie Russo just been fouled as well, just midway inside the Everton. I think it was Van Hoovermark there. That referee's hair is slightly annoying, actually. Anyway. It was great play, actually, from Vicky Palova, winning the ball initially. Kim Little played it on to Leslie, and she went round one challenge, and then she was fouled. And after taking that free kick quickly over on that far side, we've played 60 minutes. We still haven't made that substitution yet. Caitlin Ford finds Leslie Russo. Can she get the cross in? Again, there's 2 Everton defenders there. This is nice. Caitlin Ford inside the box. Is this going to be the moment for Arsenal? Caitlin Ford plays across. Emily Fox. Oh, it's on target, but it's a good save. Lack power, actually, the shot. She tried to place it in that bottom corner. Great play again from Arsenal. Terry says Fox missing the sitter. Well, I don't think that was a sitter. It was nice movement, though, from Emily Fox. Got herself into a great position. And she tried to just place it in that bottom corner where maybe going across, like, bit more power across the keeper the other way might have been a better finish. It's easy for us to say sitting here, but it wasn't a sitter, but it wasn't a great finish in the end, was it? Anyway, Everton coming forward now themselves. A low cross to the near post, cleared away by Steph Catley. Another tidy game at the back for Arsenal. Caitlin Ford now trying to bring the ball forward. There's space on this near side for Beth Mead. She does find Beth Mead now. A little flick. Oh, it's not a great flick, though, is it? We've given the ball away. And it's not quite happened for Arsenal going forward. Everton now looking to get the goal themselves. A shot from distance that's deflected behind by Kim Little. It was Sarah Holmesgaard, and it's going to be a corner to Everton. And Kim Little just having a go at Beth Mead there, saying, "You know, what are you doing a little silly flick like that for? You need to keep possession." And Kim Little's had to work hard to get back. And again, what Kim Little does, but really sloppy play that was from Beth. I don't know whether it's going to be her as one of the players to go off for Chloe Lacasse, quite possibly. Anyway, we still haven't made them substitution yet because we've got a corner to defend here. And that's, of course, all that we've got to concentrate on for the time being, isn't it? It is a corner to Everton. And they were dangerous from an earlier corner when they hit the bar. And Van Hoovermark couldn't put a rebound in. Anyway, this corner, again, this goes deep. Again, it's never played. It's on the end of it. And this time it's a good save from Manu Zinsberger. And again, it was Van Hoovermark from that set piece. She's always a threat. I say she's got a lot of height and she attacked that ball and won it. But it was good save by Manu Zinsberger. Yeah, it's pretty close to her. Rajas says there, how many more chances do we need? Well, we might need a few more by the look of it, my friend, because we haven't put any in yet. Greg says Mead is having a bad game. Yeah, it's not quite happening for Beth today, is it? It hasn't quite happened for her today, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to see her being replaced by Chloe Lacasse when the substitutions can finally be made. But there hasn't really been the opportunity to do so yet, has there? Because I say when the ball did go out of play, it was a corner to Everton, and you don't make a substitution when you're defending a corner. We might well do it now. It's a throw. Van Hoevenmaat, it was her effort just a moment ago. She's a danger, isn't she? She got on the end of that there, showed good strength, but couldn't direct the ball on past Manu Zinsberger. She managed to get a touch on it, but it wasn't enough. And it is Beth Mead going off. And I don't think there's much surprise there, is there? As we said, she hasn't been having a great game, Beth Mead. And Stina's going off as well for Frida. Again, as expected, and it looks like Beth's going off for Chloe Lacasse, and they would be the two substitutions that we were expecting. So I think Leslie's going to go up front, and I think Frida's going to drop in behind, and Chloe Lacasse is on. Oh, actually, Caitlin Fall's gone off. Terry says, come on, Frida, give us a firework. Indeed, a Frida firework we could do with. Wouldn't that be nice as well? Great way to welcome her back. Everton have made a substitution as well. And it might be one of the Holmes guards got off. It is. It's which one is it? It's Sarah. Sarah Holmesgaard's gone off, and it is Eleanor Dale, who's a striker that's come on. So Everton may be going for it as well. Anyway, Russo now trying to make a run in behind, not able to do so. And Everton now trying to come forward. Got a little bit of space on this near side. Actually, it is a counter attack for Everton. And wouldn't it be ironic if they were to find a goal? Anyway, Beth Mead has won that ball back. She has done a lot of good defensive work today, Beth Mead, even if it hasn't quite come off for her at the other end of the pitch. And we're midway through this second half, and it is still 0-0. Greg says that Frida's looking healthy. Indeed, she is. Chill Time said, did Mead go off? No, it wasn't Mead. It was Caitlin Ford. I thought it was going to be Beth Mead, but actually it wasn't. It was Caitlin Ford that went off. So Beth Mead is still with us for the time being. Anyway, we'll see whether Viv will come on a bit later as well. But anyway, we had to make that sub at half time as well. Leah Williamson went off, and it was, of course, Leah Cadena that came on. So we've made that sub as well, plus these two. So we've still got two left, of course, which I'm sure we'll make at some point. Arsenal now have a chance for a counter-attack. Kim Little driving us forward through the midfield. Beth Mead, a little bit of space on this near side. Emily Fox has gone round the outside. It's a good ball instead to Frida. Can Frida get a shot away? Not quite. The ball's fell to Alessia Russo. Can she get a shot away? Not quite. Now it's with Emily Fox. Can she get a shot away? No. Beth Mead inside the penalty. Tips across. That's going to be a goal. Oh, it's missed completely there by Chloe Lacasse. And that was almost 1-0 again. And Arsenal playing some good stuff here. Just not quite able to get the finish in place. And they were lining up to have a shot. Best cross. It was a decent cross, actually. And Chloe Lacasse, any touch on that from Chloe Lacasse, and that's 1-0. And again, it's not quite falling for us. She couldn't quite get there, Chloe Lacasse. And that would have been her first touch, I think, as well. And that would have made it 1-0. But anyway, Chill says, I thought Mead gone off, but she's been good defensive. No, she's played well defensively. Yeah, she just hasn't managed to it hasn't quite come off for her going forward. Anyway, Everton have got an injury at the moment. It is Claire Wheeler's gone down, so the players will come across to this near side for a drink. The North London derby is kicking off very, very soon. I'll just quickly run through the Arsenal team again for you for that one. Raya, back four is White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu. In midfield, Erdegaard, Partey and Rice. And the front three is Saka, Havertz and Trossard. On the bench for Arsenal, Ramsdale, Gabriel Jesus, Emil Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, Nketiah, Kiwior, Jorginho, Fabio Vieira and Zinchenko. For Tottenham then, it's Vicario in goal. Their back four is Porro, Romero, Van de Ven and Davis. In midfield, it's Højbjerg, Bentancur and Kulusevski. And then it's Maddison, Werner and Son up front for Tottenham. So that's how the teams line up for the North London derby. We will be going across there on the new stream as soon as we finished here. So there we go. That is going to be good, isn't it? Just a quick one for you. I am going to be on Talk TV again tonight after 7 o'clock talking about North London derby. So join me for that if you can. So that's going to be good, isn't it? So join me over there as well. And I say we'll be going over to the other stream for the North London Derby as soon as this game's finished. We've still got just over 20 minutes yet, though. So we'll keep you updated with the score as we're going through as well, because obviously we do want to make sure that you're all up to date with everything that's going on. So let's see. Anyway, Everton's player who was injured, Wheeler, is now okay. We're back off and underway now. Arsenal looking to step this up, actually. But again, the final ball's not quite right, is it? And it's been cleared away by Everton. So let's see. Anyway, Everton now trying to get the ball clear. It is a throw to Everton on this near side. 20 minutes to play plus stoppage time. We're still waiting for the breakthrough here. We are still waiting for the breakthrough here. Fanzoria says, Everton score, please. Why? Why do you want Everton to score? That'd be like that. It's not nice, is it? I don't think they will, to be honest with you. Anyway, Beth Mead now plays the ball forward, looking for Alessia Russo. Everton, again, you have to give Everton credit for the way they've defended. They really have defended well. Frida Marnham has just conceded a free kick, trying to win the ball high up the pitch. Good to see her back, isn't it? It's so good to see her back. Wasn't necessarily expecting her. I wasn't necessarily expecting her to play this season, actually. So it's so good to see her back on the pitch again. And be nice for her to get a goal, wouldn't it? That would be a great way to announce your comeback. So we'll have to see. The North London Derby hasn't started yet, I believe. Is there a delay there? I'm not quite sure. It'd be nice if they delayed it for about 20 minutes, wouldn't it? The kickoff. But anyway, Everton in possession on this near side, and maybe Everton will score. It would be totally against the run of play, to be honest, wouldn't it? Let's be fair. It would be totally against the run of play, but you never know, do you? Anyway, it doesn't still look like the game hasn't started. Oh, the game's just started then. The North London Derby still 0-0. We'll be going over to a different stream for that one, and straight on the conclusion of this game. So stay with us for the time being, and we'll move over to that one very, very shortly when this game is finished. Obviously, we'll give you the score updates if there is any score, which it hasn't been so far, but then we have only played 1 minute, so it's not really much surprise, is it? Anyway, Arsenal in possession again now. In midfield, Kim Little plays the ball out to that far side to Katie McCabe. This hasn't been a great Arsenal performance, let's be totally honest. A little bit flat. We've had some big chances, of course we have. Vicky Palova with the biggest one in the second half. And again, Manu Zinsberger's pass there was poor, and Leia Cadena couldn't keep it in. It's going to be a throw to Everton. Very, very sloppy from Arsenal, really. And not really good enough. Anyway, Kyra Cooney-Cross is about to come on. So let's see what's going to happen there. It's going to be a throw on his near side, which Holmesgaard is going to take. And this is Sarah Holmesgaard. Of course, Karen has gone off, which makes our life slightly easier now, doesn't it? Because we know there's only one Holmesgaard on the pitch, which is a little bit easier for me. And it is a free kick, is it, or a throw? It's a throw to Arsenal down this bottom corner. And it was Piedmont who had a headed opportunity for Everton to start his second half. And they've had one or two moments, haven't they? They did hit the crossbar, of course, as we said in that first half as well. They've had moments, but no more than moments, really. But yeah, that's all we've had there so far. Everton coming forward again, actually. They are coming forward again. And it's gone behind though for a goal kick. And Arsenal, they're going to make that sub. Kyra Cooney-Cross will be coming on. And I'm not sure who's going off actually. It is Vicky Palova's going off. So Vicky Palova's going off. She had a decent game again, Vicky Palova, but obviously she missed that one big chance, didn't she, when it presented itself? And yeah, it's not what we really wanted, is it? But anyway, it is what it is, I suppose. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward. This could be the moment, actually. Kim Little it is, does well, plays the ball up this near side. Beth Mead, great touch from Beth again. And she's got Emily Foxo with in support. And she finds Emily Fox. And then it's played square across. I'm just trying to sort this other stream out, actually. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward on this near side now. Emily Fox trying to jink around the outside. She can't quite get the cross in, but she has won another corner. Terry says, what a great run from Kimmy it was. Herman says, is there low energy? There seems to be, yeah. Greg says, can't believe he's taken off 2 players play well and still leaves Mead on. Yeah, I don't know. If we win the game, I don't suppose it will matter too much, but yeah. The cross comes in from Katie McCabe towards that far post. It's a header from Alessi Russo. Everton scramble it clear again, and they've defended for their lives, Everton. There is 15 minutes to go, and it is looking like another frustration for Arsenal. But let's see what happens in the final 15 minutes. Can we get the goal? Anyway, just another chance comes in there. It was Beth Mead this time with a run coming forward, put a cross in, and Leslie Russo came in on it and put it over the bar. Wasn't quite able to keep that down there. And another Arsenal chance has gone begging. Anyway, Kim Little wins the ball again. And Arsenal back in possession. It is still 0-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the North London derby. We will be going over to there once this game's finished, hopefully with an Arsenal victory, but we shall see. Arsenal back in possession here. And a long ball played forward up this near side, looking for Emily Fox. Emily Fox has got there, cuts in field. She's had a decent game, Emily Fox. Cut of her crosses haven't been great, have they? Herman says someone has to take a chance and score. Exactly, that's what we need. We need someone to take a chance and score. But we shall see what happens. Cross comes in there. Oh, it didn't quite fall there for Beth Mead again. It's an Everton defender there in the way. And Leia Cadena is put under pressure by Piermont and does well, actually. Leia Cadena wins a free kick. Arsenal take it quickly, and we're allowed to take it quickly. Piermont's gone down. Maybe you should wear proper shin pads, mate, rather than them stupid little ones. Anyway, Katie McCabe now. Going around the outside. Oh, that's an earlier chart, sorry. Chloe Lacasse finds Leslie Russo. Chloe Lacasse has got it again. Chloe Lacasse inside the box. Is this going to be the moment? Beth Mead. Oh, again, we just don't quite manage to get the shot away. It's cleared away by Everton. And another opportunity there. Why didn't Beth Mead try a shot? Anyway, Kim Little now finds Beth Mead, gets it back. Kim Little, Beth was fouled, but Arsenal keep possession. In fact, the referee is going to call it back for the free kick. Probably the right decision as well. It was definitely a free kick there. It was foul on Beth Mead. Anyway, Emily Fox now finds Leia Cadena and Kim Little. Is Kim Little going to take the captain's responsibility? But she runs into trouble there, Kim. Maybe took too long to decide whether to shoot or whether to pass, and in the end, she didn't do either. We lost the ball. It's still 0-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And will we be going to that game soon? At the conclusion of this, we've got 11 minutes to play here. Herman says, Everton puts up a firewall like on my computer. Oh, yeah, maybe that's what they're doing. That seems to be what they're doing. Yeah, they're blocking everything, aren't they? It is like a firewall. You're right. But anyway, let's hope that we can find a goal from somewhere very, very shortly, because time is running out. I said I wasn't nervous, did I? I said if it was still 0-0 with 15 minutes to play, I would be. And I'm starting to get a little bit anxious now that we haven't scored. And to be honest with you, we haven't had a lot of big chances in the second half. But we had that one from Vicky Palova. She has to score that, of course, we know. And that's the biggest chance that we've had. Anna Cabot says, do you think we're going to win? Well, let's hope so. Anyway, over on that far side, we are coming forward. Leslie Russo, can she get a cross in? Comes into the near post. He's going to call it across. It must be a goal. It is a goal. And I think it's Leslie Russo with it. It is. And with 10 minutes to play, finally, Arsenal get the breakthrough. It took a long time coming. It's finally there. The ball played into the box and Leslie was there. I think Beth Mead was involved with that cross as well. I think she got on the end of that. And in the end, it's come through, and it is. It is a goal to Arsenal, and it was across from that far side. Chloe Lacasse it was. Beth Mead's got on the end of it. Good save with her legs, actually, by the goalkeeper. But Leslie Russo is there to follow up, and couldn't really miss that one. We've missed some big chances, but we wasn't missing that one. It was Chloe Lacasse's cross to that far post. Beth Mead's come in. Her first time shot. Good save with her legs there from Courtney Brosnan, but the ball went straight to Russo, 5 yards out. Pop that in the net. Thank you very much. We'll take that, and it is. And it is 1-0 to the Arsenal, just as we like it. And that will do nicely. There we go. We've got diversion there. Brave Leslie Russo, indeed she was. Terry says Russo. And there we go. We finally got the lead. Greg says she deserves all the hard work she's done. Indeed she does. And she's got herself another goal. She's in great scoring form at the moment. 13 goals now for Leslie Russo, but 4 in the last 3 matches. And there have been some important goals, haven't they, as well? And it's still time for some more here for Arsenal. Let's see if or not we can find any. That's going to be the key now, isn't it? So let's see what happens. Rowena says there, Russo has now as many WSL goals as she did for United last season. Well, yes, you will. I suppose she probably will have, yeah. But Everton there with a little chance there, but it was a comfortable save there for Manu Zinsberger. And it was a little bit sloppy, though, from Arsenal there. And now we've got the breakthrough. We should go on and win this game pretty comfortably. Terry says, we got away with one now while we're messing around at the back. Well, that's the modern way, isn't it, to mess around at the back? Anyway, Beth Mead set up that goal. And now Kim Little charging through midfield, plays the ball forward, looking for Leslie Russo. It wasn't a great ball again, and Everton do clear it away. And if you do, Emily Fox has won it back well. Now it's Russo again, just inside the area, chips it across, looking for the run of Chloe Lacasse. It comes out to Emily Fox again. and she can't quite thread the ball through. Herman says, Arsenal concentrate. Indeed, we have to be concentrated. There's been a goal in the Premier League. Bournemouth 1, Brighton 0. And Beth Mead has gone down here, has she? There was an arm. Oh, she's got an arm across her face there. Oh, that'll be a painful one. Should be a free kick. I don't know if it is a free kick. Anyway, Bournemouth have scored against Brighton in the Premier League. So that is still 0-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Beth is now getting some treatment. And it is, I'm assuming it'll be a free kick to Arsenal when we get back underway. We've played 83.5 minutes. So we are getting down towards full time here. It's been a difficult game for Arsenal. We've had to work extremely hard. We've got ourselves in front. Now we just have to get this one over the line. Terry says Lauren James Havertz is better than Russo. Anyway, Beth Mead's okay. That's the main thing. She did get an arm across her face there, which is never nice. But anyway, she's okay. And the goal for Bournemouth was scored by Marcus Senesi after 12-13 minutes there. Bournemouth lead 1-0. This is good play from Arsenal. It's good play from Leslie Russo. She gets to the byline, pulls it back. Is this going to be 2-0 to the edge of the box? Kim Little shot. Oh, it's dragged wide. And again, Arsenal don't make the most of a good opportunity. And that was Kim Little that time. Great play from Leslie Russo. She's come alive now since the goal. Lovely play on this near. So I want to turn that. Well, she got past one, nutmegged another, and then got to the byline, and Chloe Lacasse pulled it back to the edge of the area. Kim Little shot just went wide, and it's Arsenal coming forward again on this near side, looking for the second goal. That would certainly kill this off, wouldn't it? It would certainly kill this off. Anyway, we've got 5 minutes to play. And it is Everton 0, Arsenal 1. The goal from Leslie Russo. It is that's given us that lead. And we've had to work so hard for it today. Everton have defended really well. But once again, our quality in that final third has managed to shine through just when it was needed. And it is Arsenal now 5 minutes away from another victory. We've been perfect since the Continental Cup final, haven't we? Won every game. And it looks as though we might well be winning this one as well now, having worked hard for it. But it is a free kick to Everton. And they've got an opportunity to get this ball in the box to try and get an equaliser, which, you know, they would love to get an equaliser, I'm sure, wouldn't they, Everton, and try and salvage a point here. The wind has picked up in this second half. There's no doubt about that. And this free kick comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's an Arsenal head, gets it away. I think it was Steph Catley actually did well there. And now Kim Little can bring the ball forward, driving Arsenal on. That's almost a great ball as well on the counter-attack. Wasn't quite able to get the finish on that there. And it was cleared away by Everton again. And there's been a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. There has been a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is... And just like last year, it's an own goal as well. The first goal, this one is by Højbjerg, has put for his own goal. And Arsenal lead at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We'll go to that game at the end of this one. And Arsenal still got some defending to do here. We're going to see this out. It's another corner to Everton. And they've been dangerous from set pieces. We're into the last 3 minutes. Herman says Russo is the Gert Muller for Arsenal. Well, maybe she is. Anyway, Manu Zinsberger comes for that corner, gets a punch on it, and then Chloe Lacasse can complete the clearance. And again, Arsenal got a late goal. And it's a throw to Everton over on that far side. We are counting down towards full time here at Walton Hall Park. Everton 0, Arsenal 1. Another good victory for Arsenal. This will be if we can see this through. Maybe get a second goal, shall we? Just to make us feel a little bit more comfortable and relaxed. But We're Arsenal. We always have to do things a hard way. It's no fun if it's easy. Let's be honest, is it? There's no fun winning 8-0, is there? Let's be fair. You're better off struggling to a 1-0, aren't you? That's more fun, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's more fun. Anyway, it is a throw to Arsenal. Kim Little's just been, every time the game's on BBC, Kim Little gets player of the match. Every single time. And she's got player of the match. I mean, she's had a great game, Kim Little, don't get me wrong, but to me, it's just standard, isn't it? It's a standard Kim Little performance. And obviously she's played well. But yeah, Royston says, love Arsenal. Yeah, of course, yeah, we all love Arsenal. That's why we're here. There's a chance now for 2-0. Leslie's in behind her. She's offside. She is offside. The goalkeeper, Connie Brosnan's chasing afterwards to get the ball back. It was offside. It looked as though it probably was offside, actually. The ball played through. Oh, actually, looking at. Oh, yeah. I mean, the replay is not the best angle. I think she probably was offside, actually. Anyway, Everton now coming forward. Header at the far post, but it's gone over the crossbar. It's going to be. Actually, it's a corner. Maybe it was defended by Arsenal. Is it Katie McCabe? It was. Is that a corner? Katie McCabe again's got another whack on the head. She's had a few whacks on the head today, hasn't she, Katie McCabe? And she had to defend well there. And she did get a bit of a clump there. It was the substitute, Eleanor Dale. It's good defending, actually, there from Katie McCabe. It is going to be a corner to Everton. Arsenal got another set piece into the last minute of the 90 here at Wharton Hall. But there'll be a little bit of stoppage time in the second half, maybe 4 minutes. This corner comes in again towards the edge of the 6-yard box. And Everton head gets there, but it's not directed on goal. Back in again. In the Arsenal defender, it was Katie McCabe. Got him, Manu Zinsberger's way a little bit there. But she came and got the ball. And she's in no rush to get on with things now, is she? The Arsenal goalkeeper. Terry says, well done, the Zins, indeed. Well done, indeed. Herman says, reason Kim is a winner is logical. Before every game, she eats a big plate of haggis. No, haggis. Yeah, no, maybe she does. I don't know. Peggy says, Russo masterclass once more. Well, she's got the goal. Katie McCabe's gone down again. She's been in the wars today, Katie McCabe, hasn't she? She really has. But we're going to get 7 minutes of stoppage time is going to be, wow. 7 minutes of stoppage time. I knew there'd be quite a bit. I wasn't expecting that much. And there's obviously going to be a bit more now because we've hit the 90-minute mark and Katie McCabe is down with an injury. Looks like it's to her right ankle. It was probably when she was blocking this ball just a moment ago. It was a great block, actually. Anyway, she's done well there. And she's back on her feet again, Katie McCabe. And Arsenal's got to see this stoppage time. I'll get a second goal. Why not just get a second goal? Why not just do that? No reason not to, is there? Terry says, just wait until Kimmy can eat 3 shredded wheat. I think she eats 3 shredded wheat anyway. We have got ourselves level on points with Chelsea with this. It should be win this game, although they do have 2 games in hand. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? 2 games in hand. Where have we got that from? Oh, yeah. But anyway, Everton coming forward. We haven't won this game yet. There is still 5.5 minutes of stoppage time to play. So we haven't actually won the game yet. But anyway, we are very, very close to this 3 points, which would I say puts level on points with Chelsea. Although they say they do have those 2 games in hand. But I've said it before. Is it better to have the points in the bag or games in hand? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward again, trying to get this second goal. Emily Fox, who's had a decent game, brings the ball forward for Arsenal. She's going towards the corner flag, actually. And Everton have won the ball well. And then the defenders fell over, lands on the ball. Surely that's got to be a free kick to Arsenal. In fact, the referee's given a free kick to Everton. Had they given a free kick? I'm not really sure. Surely that's got to be a free kick to Arsenal there. Because Emily Fox didn't do anything wrong, did she? The Everton player just fell over and then she's almost sat on the ball. That is a free kick to Arsenal. Yeah, that's the right decision. Well done, referee. The referee and the linesman between them did well. Anyway, Beth Mead on this near side. He's going to take this free kick. It was her shot that, of course, led to the goal that separates the teams and heading towards 3 points this for Arsenal. Beth Mead's free kick towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Everybody missed it. It's going to come all the way across to Chloe Lacasse. Touches it off to Kyra Cooney-Cross. Kyra Cooney-Cross plays it out that far side. It's going to be a ball back in again from Leslie Russo. It's going to come across to Wolves. Beth Mead again. Everton scramble it clear. And the ball's just bobbling around on the edge of that Everton penalty area. They can't get it clear. Russo's in. Beth Mead's in. Surely this will be 2-0. Oh, it's fired over the top there. Was that Chloe Lacasse with the effort coming in on the far post? In fact, it was Leslie Russo, I think it was, coming in on that far post. Oh, and a big chance there for 2-0. And I don't know if that was a shot from, was it Beth Mead? Or whether it was meant to be a cross. Anyway, it turned out to go pretty well, didn't it? I think it was. That was a good pass. And then, Russo's fired that over the crossbar. And that was almost 2-0. Oh, that's a big chance, actually. It looked like she was fouled, actually. Should that not be a penalty? Because though she's got the shot away, she was lumped from behind after she'd kicked the ball. Anyway, Everton trying to come forward again over on that far side. We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time to play. Can Arsenal hold on? Tottenham have just had a goal disallowed at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It was Mickey van der Ven. It's been disallowed for offside. Anyway, Everton have a corner here. We'll be switching across to the other game very shortly when this is finished. But anyway, it is a corner to Everton. We've got some defending to do here, which isn't good, is it? Let's see if Arsenal can see this out. They've been dangerous from set pieces, haven't they? They have been dangerous from set pieces. This corner comes in towards the near post. It was flicked on. Everton get the header in. Oh, they've equalised in stoppage time. Everton have got the equaliser. Not a great goal for Arsenal to concede. It's a looping header from that corner. We said they were dangerous. And it's an equaliser for Everton right at the death, 95th minute. And it's an equaliser there. I think it is. Actually, I don't know who scored that. I didn't see who scored it, but it was a header that looped in. And Everton looks like they salvaged a draw. We said they were dangerous from set pieces, and suddenly all those missed chances for Arsenal are coming back to haunt us. And it was not a great goal to concede, was it, from Arsenal? It was a looping header there. Manu Zinsberger had no chance. And it was number 39. Is it Isabel Hudson? Isabel Hodgson, the substitute, who's got the goal. Hobson, sorry. Isabel Hobson it is, who's got the equaliser in stoppage time. And, wow, that was a turn-up for the books there, wasn't it? Now Arsenal coming forward again. We've still got time to try and win this game. It's the 95th minute, that goal. Katie McCabe's cross. It's going to come all the way through. Beth Mead, lashed it over the bar. No, she hasn't. It was looped into the arms of the goalkeeper. Oh, my word. What incredible drama there is here at the end of this game. Everton won, Arsenal won, and Beth Mead there with a big chance. It got a deflection and looped up into the arms of the goalkeeper. And it's going to, looks like it's going to finish 1-1 in this game now. Drop points it is for Arsenal. Anyway, Kim Little now gets fouled. And we're into the last 30 seconds of stoppage time. There's going to be a yellow card as well for the Everton player. Viv's going to come on now, is she? What's the point of bringing Viv on now? Anyway, it is Arsenal looking. Can we still get one big chance to win this game? Katie McCabe. There's been some late drama here already. Are we going to get some more late drama now? Arsenal coming forward over on that far side with Chloe Lacasse, plays it into the box. Russo tries a shot. Oh, good save there from the goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan, or did it go straight over? Leslie Russo again. And Chloe Lacasse did well. Russo shot. Oh, I've just clipped the top of the net as it went over there. That's a good effort there. And it was just too high. Brushed the top of the net as it went over. It is Everton 1. It is Arsenal 1. And it looks as though Arsenal are going to drop some more points here. In fact, Snodges there has just received a yellow card for that earlier foul. And it looks as though Arsenal are going to be dropping points here. And Beth Mead now is getting clear. Or can we get some more late drama? That cross is deflected. Is it going to be a corner? No, it's not, because the goalkeeper's done well again for Everton. And it looks as though Arsenal are going to be dropping 2 points here in dramatic fashion. We've played 98 minutes. It is still Everton 1, Arsenal 1. Very, very disappointing ending to this game. And it looks as though it is going to finish in a draw. And maybe Everton, for their second half performance, they've perhaps deserved a draw. It's a very late goal and we're 1-0 up. We should be seeing this game out. But yeah, you have to say fair play to Everton for the way they've battled in this second half. And they're making a substitution now. Brussels going off and Settle is coming on. And it looks as though Arsenal dropping points here. There's been another goal at the London Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Sorry, it is Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. Bukayo Saka with that one. So just like last season, an own goal and Bukayo Saka. Oh no, it was Martin Odegaard scored last season. Anyway, it is 2-0 to Arsenal. It's going to be a throw now. A header there, won by Arsenal. There's still one more chance there for Arsenal to win this game. Is there going to be one more chance? Katie McCabe goes long. It's a long ball through the middle, but again, it's going to run all the way through to the goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan, and you do feel as though that will be that. We've played 99 minutes in this game. Incredible. John says there, we have missed so many chances. I thought Jesus was playing for the ladies. Yeah, no, we have missed a lot of chances. We have. And it's going to come back and haunt us because the full-time whistle's gone. It has finished here at Walton Hall Park. Everton Women 1. Arsenal Women 1. The goals came late. It looked as though Arsenal had won it when Leslie Russo followed up after Beth Mead's initial shot was saved by the legs of Courtney Brosnan. But in the 5th minute of stoppage time, it was a corner and it was substitute Isabel Hodgson who headed home a looping header. That might well be her first goal for Everton. It's finished 1-1. Very, very disappointing in the end for Arsenal. We missed some chances in that game, particularly Vicky Palova in that second half, put wide with an open goal when she should have scored. And yeah, very, very disappointing in the end that it's finished 1-1. That's 2 points thrown away. So we're not now level on points with Chelsea with 2 games to play. I think that's pretty much the title now mathematically gone, is it? John said there, Everton deserved the point. Too much flopping at time waste. Yeah, well, I don't know about time wasted. We just didn't manage that game very well, did we, when we went 1-0 up? But we had so many chances before that. We should have won that game. Absolutely, we should have won that game. But you're right, Everton probably did deserve something, the way they kept battling away. I thought Everton were better in the second half, wasn't they? They really were better in the second half. And they've managed to come away with a point. Terry says, I can't ever recall saying this before, but I'm disappointed in the way the girls played today. Yeah, well, obviously the game against Chelsea in the league was disappointing, wasn't it? It wasn't a great performance, but we did enough to win that game when you look at the chances that we created. I mean, Everton are celebrating like they've won the league, which seems a little bit strange when they've just got a draw against Arsenal. But fair play to them. They battled away well, and they've come away with a point. So what do we think about that then? Not really the result we wanted, is it at all? Not the result we wanted at all. Now, what do we want to do? Let you guys decide. I've got another stream set up for the Arsenal men's game. Do we want to go across there? Will you guys stay with us? Or do you want me just to go across to the other stream and start that one? What do we think? Obviously, there'll be different people who want to watch the men's one, I would have thought. Chill says, Arsenal has been very bad this season, from winning 4-1 against Chelsea to losing to West Ham at the bottom of the table. Don't know what to say, but they have to. Oh, no, you're right. Russ says enough is enough. It's time for a change. Well, I think this season is done. I say next season for me is the time when we have to look at it. There's no more excuses next season. We just have to do better, don't we? There's absolutely no doubt about that as far as I'm concerned. This season, I'm prepared to, not a free hit if you like, but I'm prepared to say, right, you know what? Not sure if that's going to be acceptable next season. Well, it won't be, quite honestly. But there you go. Right, let's have a look, shall we? We want Sky Sports, don't we? Because it's on Sky Sports, I believe. Let's have a look. And let's move across to the North London derby. It is 2-0. Terry says, yes, I agree, Arteta out. Well, not at the moment. Arsenal are 2-0 up in the derby at Tottenham. So, anyway, are we going to stay here, are we, for the Tottenham game? I'll tell you what we'll do. Why don't we change the background here to that one? Look at that. And if we change this in here, and so that there, how does that look? That looks better, doesn't it? That looks better, doesn't it? It is 2-0 to the Arsenal. But we'll see. If everyone disappears from this stream, we'll go over to the other one. Anyway, Arsenal just having to defend here. The ball goes back to David Raya. There is 34 minutes played. It is Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. Oh, look, I've spelled Spurs wrong. Look, that's not good, is it? There we go. That's better, isn't it? Nathan's with us. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope you're well. We can enjoy this game now, shall we? I mean, it's on Sky main event. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the main event, is it? We've just seen a great game that Arsenal threw away. Anyway, let's have a look and see what is happening here. It is 2-0 Tottenham. Have had a goal disallowed, of course, which we've seen already earlier on. But let's see what is happening here. Nathan says there, Spurs have been the better team and had 3 chances from set pieces. Well, they're always going to be dangerous from set pieces, aren't they? Nathan says 2-0 up though. Yeah, it seems like 2-0 up. Tottenham having to defend again. Kai Havertz was almost in. Herman says that Arsenal actually has a very good goal difference. Yeah, we've got the best goal difference. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. We've got the best goal difference. Absolutely, we have. Are we staying on this stream then? Are we staying on this stream? Or are we going to move to the other one? What do we think? Have a quick vote, guys. What do we want to do? Do you want to stay here? Or actually, what I'll do is I'll better change my background as well. Then we can't have that background on, can we? We'll have to have that one on instead. Shall we? Here we go. That's better. Anyway, Tottenham are coming forward now with Son. Plays it back, and it's going to be Tottenham now coming forward, looking for a goal back. Of course, thoughts go back, don't they, to that game 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago to the day, wasn't it, when we sealed the title on Tottenham's ground? We were 2-0 up, wasn't we, quite early on in the first half, and then it ended up 2-2, didn't it? Which, you know, I don't know, the ball's played up this near side. It's gone out, though. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. 36 minutes played. And it was Ben Tencourt there, couldn't get in. And it's gone out behind. Russ says, we need to see this half. Absolutely, we do. Yeah, Terry says, I think the chat should hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Give us a like. I was going to change it to the other stream, but I might just stay here now. It seems like quite a few people have stayed anyway, so why not? Why not stay with us, eh? It'll be fun on here. You never know, we might get some more goals as well. But it's certainly been a good first half for Arsenal coming forward. Again, a cross comes in, but it's deflected wide. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. Trossard it was there with the cross. And Arsenal now looking as though it's going to be... Can we get a third goal before half-time? That would probably seal it, wouldn't it? You have to say. It was 2-0 at half-time last season, wasn't it, at Tottenham? And that was enough. But this is a different game, isn't it? Declan Rice is getting some stick there as he goes to take this corner over on that far side from the Tottenham fans who would love a player like Declan Rice in their team, I'm sure. But it doesn't look like they will ever get anybody that good because they can't afford him, can they? Let's be honest. Anyway, Declan Rice with his corner to the near post, headed on. Oh, it's in. It's 3-0. I think it's Kai Havertz with the goal. That surely seals it. You do feel as though that is it now. Arsenal have won this game. It's all we can do. We have gone to Tottenham and we've won again. Well, it's been an incredible first half, hasn't it? Tottenham had a goal disallowed when it was only 1-0, and now it's 3-0. And that will do nicely. Raja says, bang, 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 indeed. 3-0 it is. A simple goal from a corner. Declan Rice's ball. And Kai Havertz is in at the near post. That's terrible defending from Tottenham. You have to say it's terrible, terrible defending from Tottenham at the near post. Kai Havertz got a free header and he couldn't really miss, could he, from 2 yards out? And Ben White there is in front of the goalkeeper. And Kai Havertz, it is, heads that in. And it is 3-0 to Arsenal. And that is game over here. From Shai Havertz to King Kai. Well, he's certainly come into his own, hasn't he? He has certainly come into his own in the second half of the season. There's no doubt about that. Regis says, number 29, Terry, indeed. Terry will be happy, won't he, that Kai Havertz has scored again. And Arsenal got 3 goals in 37 minutes. And that is surely that. But we've seen drama in these North London derbies over the years. Do you remember that 4-4 at the Emirates that time? Wow. Late drama there was that night. And I never feel totally confident in these games until the final whistle goes. But so far, so good it is. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 3. And Arsenal surely heading for what would be a massive, massive 3 points. And put the pressure on Man City, who are playing, of course, later on, aren't they? Terry says, even 29 couldn't miss that. Steve says, go Gunners, King Kai, indeed. Terry says, 35 would have put it in there. Well, 35 wouldn't have even been there, would he? Let's be honest, to have put it in the net. But anyway, Kai Havertz has done it again for Arsenal. And he's certainly banged in some goals, hasn't he? I do prefer him in that false 9 position. I've got to be honest. I do think that's his best position. And that's certainly where he scored most of his goals this season. He looks much more comfortable there, doesn't he? Anyway, Tottenham now looking for a response. The Arsenal fans behind that goal that Tottenham are attacking in this first half. And now Arsenal coming forward again. But Tottenham won the ball back in midfield briefly, but Bukayo Saka's in. And now Arsenal looking to play the ball forward. Steve says there he's worth 59 million. Well, he cost 65 million, didn't he? So I don't know about 659 million. He's worth a bit more than that now, isn't he? And Arsenal couldn't quite get that ball right there in that counter attack. And Tottenham have won the ball back. Rajendra, as we were saying, my friend, he says, hit the lights for more goals. Indeed, yeah. Although 3 goals is more than we expected at this point in the game, let's be honest. But yeah, do it the like as well, because yeah, why not get some more goals? Terry says only to Chelsea. Well, yeah, exactly. Anyway, Tottenham are coming forward over on that far side, and they could look for this goal back, which is not going to change too much at the moment, is it? But you never know. I seem to remember a game a couple of years ago. Was it? Did Tottenham play West Ham and it was 3-0? It ended up 3-0, didn't it? I can't remember who was 3-0 up in that game. I think Tottenham were 3-0 up actually, weren't they? And West Ham came back and drew 3-0. I seem to remember. Anyway, Raja says we should have bought Kai for around 35, 40 million. Yeah, that would have been a fair price. And I think had that been the case, I don't think anybody would have. No one would have even mentioned at the beginning of the season when he wasn't maybe scoring as many goals. I would have mentioned now about it, would they? They'd have been like, well, you know, that's a decent price for an all right player. But because we paid a little bit more for him, over the odds, if you like, obviously there's more scrutiny on him, isn't there? And that's always going to happen. And to be fair, I think he had a difficult start to the season. And I think maybe part of that was the position he was playing in the team. But since he's moved to this false 9 position, which he's been playing at for majority of the time, hasn't he? Not all of the, you know, he obviously went back into midfield, didn't he, recently as well? But you can see the difference it's made playing him in his, I wouldn't say necessarily his right, but I'm not really sure what his right position is. He doesn't seem to have one position, does he? But his best position for us is definitely that false 9. And since he's been playing there, he's justified his place in the team. Has he justified the price tag? Well, I don't know. Nobody should be worth that much money, should they? Footballers shouldn't be. But anyway, that's modern football, isn't it? Reg just said there, Rajendra, sorry, said we're competing with Bayern and they were willing to pay 69 million. Well, then we should know what a value of a player is. I mean, it's the same with Declan Rice, wasn't it? I mean, he's a great player, but did we not overpay for him? Anyway, Kulishevsky's coming forward now for Tottenham. Tomiyasu's over there to try and close him down. Tottenham looking to try and get a goal back before half-time. 43 minutes played. it is Arsenal 3-0 up here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Very, very comfortable it's been at the moment, but Tottenham coming forward now. Brendan Johnson puts a cross in, headed out by William Saliba at the near post. Brendan Johnson again with the throw, plays it back to Højbjerg. Now it's with Johnson again. Tottenham have a lot of possession without really doing a lot. James Maddison loses the ball. A bit sloppy there from him, and Arsenal straight on it. Now Arsenal are going to lose the ball. We know we've managed to just about keep possession. Thomas Partey, that was nice play there with Martin Ødegaard. And again, now Arsenal can't get the ball clear. And in the end, Ben White just hoofs it up the pitch. And it's going to run all the way through to goalkeeper Vicario. Steve says, don't let them score before half-time. No, we don't want to let them score before half-time, do we? Of course not. Don't forget, of course, at R4 today, there is the Man City are playing against Nottingham Forest, and we've put the pressure on. It's a long ball over the top. Oh, it's a good ball. Son's in, and he's fired over the crossbar in front of those Arsenal fans behind that goal. And Son there, wow. That was Tottenham. Big chance there for Tottenham, wasn't it? He wasn't offside. Lovely ball. Nice first touch, actually. Oh, but he showed no composure at all. He got in between the two Arsenal centre-halves. The ball didn't maybe fall down for him quite enough, and he's blasted that high over the bar. That is an awful finish. What a waste indeed. It was a waste. There's no doubt about that. That was a big chance for Tottenham just on half-time as well. What a time to score that generally is, but wasn't to be. And that was fired high over the crossbar. And the Arsenal fans behind the goal enjoyed that one, didn't they? Saka's ball forward, though, doesn't find anyone apart from Vicario, the Tottenham goalkeeper. Rajendra says both Declan and Havertz have played well all games and not injured, so value for money. Well, I wouldn't say Havertz has played well every game. He hasn't done. He's played well more recent games, absolutely. I mean, Declan Rice has been Declan Rice. I mean, he's been brilliant. But I still think it's a lot of money. No player should be worth 100 million, 105 million. I don't think any player is worth that. Honestly, I don't. But anyway, Tottenham are coming forward again with Højbjerg. His own goal kicked things off today, of course. And Arsenal have since added to it with goals from Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz, who we've been talking about, of course. Asakunda says it has to be a clean sheet for my Raya. Well, so far it has been. He's already won the Golden Gloves, hasn't he? But anyway, there you go. It's Tottenham now. They've had the majority of possession in this game. It's going to be 6 minutes of stoppage time, by the way, which will be for the VAR checks. There was a VAR check on the Tottenham equalizer, which got disallowed. There was a VAR check on Arsenal's second goal, which was given. And apparently refs are against Arsenal. But there you go. Anyway, Kulusevski now coming forward, puts a cross in, looking for Son again. And again, William Saliba's there. Arsenal trying to play it out from the back and getting themselves in a little bit of trouble. And Gabriel then scoops the ball out to that far side. And it's gone behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. Declan Rice it was there. We played 1 minute of the 6. Rajendra says there, but the player was selling for 200. But it wasn't 200 million, was it? West Ham wanted 100 whatever million it was, and we paid it. I don't think any player is worth that much. It's what the market value kind of says, but when you think about it, £100 million. I don't think it's, we bandy around those figures as though it's nothing, but actually that's a hell of a lot of money, isn't it? It's a hell of a lot of money for one player, and that doesn't include the wages and the contract and everything else. Do you know what I mean? So this is where football's gone wrong for me. This is where modern football has gone wrong. The money is just ridiculous now. And yeah, it's spoiled it really. Anyway, Martin Ødegaard's little flick finds Kai Havertz. Now it's with Bukayo Saka. Arsenal going to get a fourth goal before half time. Have we ever scored 4 in one half away at Tottenham before? Well, certainly not in modern times. We definitely haven't. We may well have done back in the day, the 1930s or something like that. Anyway, Ben White now on this near side. Can he get across it? No, he can't because he's offside. And that is that. Steve says these crazy prices compared to 1 million in Australia. Yeah, I mean, I can remember when the first £1 million player went in England, Trevor Francis, in 1979, and everybody was going mad about it, saying how crazy is this? I don't know what £1 million is worth in 1979 compared to now, what the equivalent is, but even so, the money in the game now is just ridiculous. And I don't think it's helped. I don't think it's helped improve anything, really. But anyway, I'm sure the players are happy that they're getting paid as much as they're getting paid. Anyway, Tottenham now with another chance to come forward. James Maddison plays out to that far side to Kulusevski, who's another left-footed player playing on the right-hand side, a bit like Bukayo Saka. Tottenham still coming forward. We've played 2-3 minutes of the 6 of stoppage time. Cross comes in, headed out by Declan Rice. The rebound comes again. William Saliba heads it out, and still Arsenal can't really get the ball clear. And Tottenham battling away on the edge of the box. They're desperate for a goal before half time, aren't they? This is good play from James Maddison. He's run into trouble, and then he's given away a free kick because the referee's allowed play to go on because Arsenal still have the ball, but that'll be a free kick. And the referee was Romero that time, and Kai Havertz has won that. Rajendra says, I mean, the French player who is looking for a salary of 500 a week or 26 million, well, the player can ask what he wants. Doesn't mean he's going to get it, does it? But there'll be some club stupid enough somewhere in the world to pay that, won't there? Unfortunately, because that's where we are in football. But anyway, we've played 4 minutes of the 6 on stoppage time at the end of this first half, and it's been almost perfect first half for Arsenal, hasn't it? 3-0 up, or could it be 4-0 now? Declan Rice almost managed to thread the ball through to Bukayo Saka, but Tottenham just managed to get it away. And they're trying to come forward again on this near side. This is good play though through midfield for Tottenham, but Brennan Johnson touches the ball off. Now it's played up this near side. It's going to be Pedro Porro, done well actually against Trossard. That's a decent cross. And Ben White heads that behind. It's going to be a corner to Tottenham. We're into the last minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Arsenal need to be switched on here. It was Porro's cross there. It's a good ball actually. And it was a decent header from Ben White away. But it is a corner to Tottenham in front of those Arsenal fans behind that goal. We've still yet to score at this end of the pitch where the Arsenal fans are in this stadium. The 2 goals last year was up the other end as well. Anyway, this corner comes in. Again, it's a headed out there. I think it was by Ben White. And that's nice play by Kulusevski. Nice little pirouette. What's the cross like? It's low into the box. Brennan Johnson on the volley. It's gone behind. Is that another corner deflected away? And Tottenham having a good spell of pressure here just before half time. It was a cross there from Kulusevski, and on a second attempt there, Brennan Johnson's cross was deflected off. A shot was deflected off Ben White, and it's a corner to Tottenham over on that far side again in front of those Arsenal fans. James Maddison with it. Again, it's headed away that time by Kai Havertz, and Højbjerg put under pressure from Bukayo Saka. Does well though. Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg puts a cross, and it's not a bad cross actually. Headed away though again by Arsenal. In fact, there goes the half-time whistle. It is half-time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Spurs 0, Arsenal 3. Quite an incredible first half that was. Arsenal took an early lead. It was Højbjerg's own goal that put Arsenal in front. Tottenham thought they'd equalise soon afterwards. The goal ended up being disallowed for offside. And then there was 2 more Arsenal goals, Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz's header just before the break. And it's all very comfortable for Arsenal at the moment. But Tottenham had their moments. They hit the post as well with Romero just before all of that. So they've had chances, Tottenham. They've had their moments, but it is half-time. It is Tottenham 0, Arsenal 3. And quite incredible first half really there, wasn't it? And of course earlier on it did finish Everton Women 1, Arsenal Women 1. A really poor late goal conceded by Arsenal there at Walton Hall Park. A really, really poor goal actually. And it finished 1-1 there. But anyway, that is that, and it is 3-0 here at half time, which of course is good, isn't it? It's what we wanted. But there's still one half of football left to come, so let's wait and see what that brings us, shall we? Anyway, let's have a look and see what is going on here. The Man City team won't be out yet, will it? No, it won't yet, will it? No. There is, of course, another game Earlier, it's also half-time. Bournemouth 1, Brighton 0. Senesi is with that goal. And yes, that is pretty much where we are at the moment. So if we just have a quick look at the league table, as things stand, this is the league table. So Arsenal played 35 points, 80. Man City second, played 33.76. 2 games in hand for them. It's just that 4 points difference. Liverpool are third. They've played 35 and they've got 75 points. You think they're probably out of it now. Aston Villa are fourth. They've played 35, got 67. Tottenham are fifth. This will be their 33rd game and they're on 60 points so far. And then Man United are sixth. They've played 34 and got 54. The Newcastle are seventh. They played 34 and got 53. So there we go. Now, at the bottom of the table, of course, Sheffield United have been relegated. They have got 16 points. Quite honestly, what they were doing in the Premier League in the first place is anyone's guess. But any 2 from the next 3 are going to go down. Burnley played 35 points, 24. Luton played 35 points, 25. And Nottingham Forest played 34 points, 26. So there's 2 points there between those 3 teams. 2 of those teams are going to go down. It's going to be any 2 from Burnley, Luton, or Nottingham Forest. If it's Burnley and Luton, it will be the same 3 that came up, have gone straight back down, which would be not really good for the Premier League. That's happened too many times in recent years, hasn't it? It seems to be the same few teams coming up and down and jumping between the divisions. Above them, it is Brentford on 35 points. So they're pretty much safe. Well, they are safe, aren't they? Because Luton can only get 33. So Brentford are safe. Everton are safe. They're on 36. Crystal Palace are on 40. And then we've got the mid-table teams, haven't we? Without too much to play for now, you feel. So with 3 games to play then, Arsenal's 3 games, of course, just so you know, we've got Bournemouth at home, we've got Man United away, and we have got Everton at home after this game today. So that's the 3 games we've got. Even if we win them all, it may still not be enough. It does depend on what Man City do. They, of course, have got 5 games to play, as we know. And their games are, they've got obviously Nottingham Forest today. They've got Wolves at home next Saturday. They've got Fulham away the Saturday after. They've got Tottenham away on the Tuesday. And then they've got West Ham at home. I personally think they're going to win all of them. That's my feeling looking at those games. I can't see it. You know, Wolves at home. Wolves not really got anything to play for. I can't see Wolves having enough to get a result there. Fulham, I know we lost at Fulham, but in the circumstances now, again, Fulham don't have much to play for. They're a bit hit and miss, aren't they? I can see Man City winning that game. The Tottenham one, people look at and say, well, you know, Tottenham have got a great record against Man City. Yes, Tottenham have got a great record against Man City. But we've seen Tottenham there. We've ripped them apart. Man City shouldn't have too many problems. So I think Man City will win that one. And of course, West Ham at home, last game of the season. West Ham with nothing to play for. I think Man City will win that game pretty comfortably. So yeah, unfortunately, I think that Man City will win all their games, quite honestly. You know, obviously not in the Forest today. I do think they will win that game as well. So, but yeah, all we can do is, and I've said this all the way along, right? I'm not really that. I don't sort of look at other teams and think, well, that they might do this or they might do that. Yes, obviously there, you do feel as though Man City will probably win all those games, but we just got to win all ours. That's all we've got to do. That's all we can do is just win all ours. And that's we've done our job then, haven't we? And then we'll look back at the end of the season. If Man City have won all their games and they've gone in and they've won and they win the league, we can then look back at all those games that we maybe dropped points in previously, can't we? And, you know, that will be, we know the 2 games against Fulham, the 2 games against Aston Villa, you know, we know the situation there. So, yeah. Anyway, they're just showing some of these highlights now in the first half. Tottenham could have had a penalty on James Mads. I don't think it was. I think Declan Rice has got the ball there. So I don't think that's a penalty claim, is it? And from that, of course, it led to the second goal. And it was a good counter-attack. Look at the space that Saka was given there. Long ball over the top. So much time and space. Lovely play from Saka, and he was never going to miss that, was he? And that's how dangerous Arsenal could be. This is what I mean about Tottenham. Watching this here, do you honestly think Man City won't be able to rip through this Tottenham defence when they play them here? Of course they will. Wide open Tottenham. And Bukayo Saka made the most of that with a brilliant finish. And, of course, the other goal was the Kai Havertz one. We've got Full Flight 91 says Tottenham 3, Arsenal 3. I don't know what game you're watching. It's 3-0. So you must be watching the wrong game. Full Flight says your team will box this game. Oh, well, we might do. Anyway, Terry says, what Spurs trying to stop us trying to win the league or encouraging us to win it? Well, like I said, it's like we were saying before about the women's team. You can only concentrate on yourself. You've got to give 100% in every game, haven't you? We talked about the money before. These players are paid a lot of money. You can't do that. You've got to give 100%, haven't you? And the Full Flight says no. Tottenham will get 3 goals. Well, they're not going to, are they? Let's be honest. They won't get 3 goals, will they? So it's not even worth thinking about that, is it? They won't even get 1 goal because they're not really good. Let's be honest. But anyway. We have got the second half to come, so who knows? Full Flight says, watch Son hat-trick. Well, he might well get a hat-trick. It just won't be in this game. So there you go. But we'll see. There's 45 minutes left. We scored 3 goals in 45 minutes. It can be done, but then we're a good team and Tottenham aren't. So, there you go. But it's going to be an interesting second half, isn't it? It's going to be interesting to see how Arsenal approach this now, because what we should do is we might as well sit back a little bit. We did a little bit in that first half anyway, didn't we? Tottenham need to find a goal, don't they? The next goal is really important, isn't it? Because if Tottenham get the next goal quite early in this second half, then it could put a few doubts into minds, couldn't it? Whereas, of course, if Arsenal get the next goal, then we know it's all over, don't we? 4-0 is game done. And even 3-0, you feel as though it's done. But if Tottenham could get a goal back in the first 10 minutes of the second half, who knows? Then maybe that 3-3. We've seen comebacks before. Let's be honest. We have seen comebacks before, and if you remember, towards the end of last season, we threw away 2-goal leads away from home a couple of times when we shouldn't have done. Yes, we look a better team now, but let's see what happens. Terry says Spurs will be lucky to score 3 goals by the end of the season. No, that's what I think. Yeah, Son will score a hat-trick, but he will score 1 goal in their last 3 games, won't he? Gabriel says, Son ghosting. Yeah, he's not done much in that first half. That big chance, didn't he, that he fired over the crossbar. But other than that, he's not really done much, has he, in this game? Let's be honest. But anyway, like to see Son. Vadim says they like to see Son hat-trick v Man City. Yeah, it won't happen, will it? Man City are not going to be good enough, I'm afraid, to get anything. Tottenham might be good enough to get anything against them. Gabriel said they'll probably pull one back late on, but I doubt. Well, yeah, I kind of doubt it as well. But anyway, let's see what happens, shall we? Because there is still 45 minutes left, and you never know. We've seen some strange things happen in football over the years. I'm sure all you guys remember some strange games that you've seen in the past. And, that's the way it is. So strange things can happen, but especially in a derby game. But I don't know. I'll be amazed now if Arsenal don't win this game. I'll be absolutely amazed. But you never know. So what have we got coming up on a channel for you? Let's think. There's no midweek games, is there, this week? So what we might do is we might do a show, get Neil and Leon, shall we, if we can, maybe this week, talking about this game and looking ahead to the Bournemouth game next weekend. Of course, Friday we'll be here, the Arsenal Women show, as always, with the guys looking back on that Everton disappointment and looking ahead to Man City next weekend. Let's hope the season doesn't fizzle out now after that game today. So that'll be here on Friday at 7:45, and then of course next Saturday lunchtime it is at the Bournemouth game, Arsenal versus Bournemouth from the Emirates, 12:30 kickoff. We'll be here for that one, and of course next Sunday is the women playing Manchester City away. if we can't manage to source tickets for that game, then I'll be here doing the watch along of that one as well. So another busy week on the channel as always, as we head towards the crucial part, the end of the season. Actually, it seems to have been a long season, this one, doesn't it? Lots has happened for both the men and the women's team. It's been a mad season. It's been busy, but it is all coming towards a conclusion very shortly, and we will see whether or not Arsenal are going to end this 20-year wait for a Premier League title. Let's see whether or not we can do it, but I don't know. I say we can just win our games. That's all I want to see us do. And don't forget as well, tonight about 7:15, I will be on the Talk TV, talking about this game, of course, and what should be hopefully a big Arsenal victory to discuss. So come over and join me for that one at 7:20, which will be good. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Mark C says, any changes at half time? Do you think? No, I mean, I wouldn't be changing anything at half time. There's no reason to change anything, is there? You know, we're in control of the game. I would leave things as they are for the time being, and then of course maybe later on we could maybe look at like the usual sort of substitutions. Jorginho coming on, Tommy and Zinchenko maybe coming on. I personally wouldn't do that, but these are what I can foresee happening. I wouldn't make any changes now. No, I think half time, keep things as they are. We've largely been in control of that game, haven't we? And we are in control. Nathan says they are such a naive team. Yeah, they are very naive. Yeah, you're right. Terry says Spurs haven't even got their obligatory Harry Kane penalty anymore. No. Well, Bayern Munich got that, didn't they, at the Emirates in the Champions League not too long ago. But no, I wouldn't make any changes, Mark, at half time. Absolutely not. I would leave things as they are. No reason to do that at all, is there, for me? And so, yeah, I expect Jorginho to come on a bit later just to shore up that midfield, maybe. And we'll see how the game's going. But anyway, it's going to be an interesting second half, isn't it? Because I say the next goal, is going to be, I think he's going to maybe decide what sort of second half we're going to get. Obviously, if Arsenal get the next goal, then we're going to get a nice, comfortable one when we can just sit here and relax, as we are now. But if Tottenham do get one back, we might get a little bit tense. Mark C says, I can see later Jorginho coming for Trossard. Yeah, he's putting plenty of yards, helping cover the left side in front of Tommy. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I think Jorginho will almost certainly come on. I don't think there's much doubt about that. I wouldn't be surprised if Zinchenko comes on as well a bit later. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You're never sometimes sure with Mikel Arteta either. Terry says, I would make changes at half time if I was Spurs. I'd change to Chelsea, even though they wasn't 3-0 down at half time. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You see, look at that game yesterday, for example. Aston Villa at half time were 2-0 up. Yeah, only 2-0. This is 3-0. And they looked in total control. But Chelsea scored 2, could have scored 3 in that second half. They got that goal that was disallowed right at the end. Anyway, the teams are back out for the second half. So we are just about to find out exactly what this second half is going to bring. It doesn't look as though there have been any changes at half time, and not really surprising. If no one's injured, you don't change a team that's 3-0 up there and in control of the game. It looks like Tottenham have made a change. Bentencour's gone off and Pape Sarr has come on, and that's one change for them, isn't it? Roger says, just don't concede like the first half. If Raya stays until the end, we've got a Golden Gloves winner. I think, hasn't he won it anyway already? Before this game. Anyway, it's going to be Arsenal to kick off. Declan Rice gets the second half off and underway in the second half here. Arsenal taking the goal to our left, which is the end, of course, where the Arsenal fans are. And let's see if we can add some more goals to our total, shall we? Of course, those of a certain age will remember a 5-0 victory away at Tottenham in 1978. And can we repeat that today? That's our biggest win away at Tottenham. Oh, no, I think 6-1 was our biggest win in the 1930s, wasn't it? But anyway, certainly our biggest win in modern times was that 5-0. Can we go on and equal that today or beat it even? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward straight away at the start of the second half. Thomas Partey chips the ball out to that far side. Ben White plays it into Saka, gets it back again. Ben White, his cross all the way across the goal, and it's going to reach to Trossard actually on this near side. And Trossard goes around the outside and puts a cross in. It's deflected, and Tottenham should clear his way. It wasn't a very good clearance actually. And Declan Rice again tries to thread it back through, but Tottenham should get the ball away this time. Although they do make a bit of a drama of it. And there's a long ball forward there, which comes all the way through to William Saliba. Roger says Pickford is still in contention, but he has to face us on the final day. Oh, he does, yeah, of course. Can he still win it? Can Pickford still win it? Can he? Anyway, someone said yesterday, right? I don't know what you guys think, because I thought it was quite interesting. Someone was saying that the Golden Gloves, it obviously at the moment goes to the goalkeeper with the most clean sheets, right? Now, is that the mark of the best goalkeeper? Now, someone had said, and I kind of almost agree with them, I think, that the goalkeeper who makes the most saves, like the striker who scores the most goals wins the Golden Boot, the goalkeeper who makes the most saves should win the Golden Gloves for me. Because if you're playing behind a defence that doesn't concede many chances to the other team, does that make you a more worthy winner of it than a goalkeeper who's kept busy, makes loads of saves, even if, headed there from Arsenal, almost, Tommy Aspett was actually, almost made it 4-0, but it headed over the bar. Does that make him a better goalkeeper or a more worthy winner of a goalkeeper who's making, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 saves a game, even if he's letting in more goals and doesn't keep as many clean sheets? Interesting, isn't it? It is interesting to, I don't know, I kind of felt as though maybe that's a fair point, that maybe the goalkeeper that makes the most saves should maybe win the Golden Gloves. They can easily do it these days with the stats they've got, couldn't they? Roger says that he can be level with Raya for a joint winner. Right, okay. Because Cech and Chesney won. Right, yeah, they may have done. Okay. Well, I mean, so he will definitely win it, won't he? He'll either share it or he'll win it outright. So he's going to win it anyway, isn't he? Regardless. So I don't think that we need to worry too much, do we? He's definitely going to win the little award. But yeah, maybe they should look at that again, and the goalkeeper who makes the most saves should maybe win it. It's an option, isn't it? And I think that's a fair option. It'd be almost like giving the Golden Boot to the player that had the most assists, wouldn't it? No, it's the player who scores the most. It's the player who scores the most goals that gets it. The goalie who makes the most saves should get it. But anyway, that's fine, isn't it? I think it's more down to the defence as a unit that keeps a clean sheet rather than just one individual player. You might as well give it to William Saliba and Gabriel then as well, but they deserve the Golden Gloves, don't they? Nathan says Raya 14, Pickford 12. Nathan says I think that's a good point. Well, see, I thought when I saw it yesterday, I'm thinking, you know what, that kind of makes sense to me. It kind of makes sense because if you're, I mean, I don't know how many saves David Raya has had to make this season, but Arsenal don't concede many chances, do they, in each game? You know, and if he's had to make maybe 1 or 2 saves a game, that's probably the most in most games. I've not seen David Raya have to make 4, 5, 6 saves a game. It's not happening like that, is it? Where there'll be goalkeepers maybe for some of the teams down the bottom end of the table, and their goalkeepers are saving shots right, left, and centre. Just because they're conceding a few more goals doesn't mean they're not more worthy of that award. But anyway, yeah, they won't change it, I would have thought. Roger says it would be a real shame if we lose to Everton without scoring. But that won't happen. Well, I think the only way that would happen is if the league's already gone, if we maybe drop points somewhere along the way, probably not going to be today now, is it? Or if we were to drop points at Man U and the league's already won, then it might be a very demotivated Arsenal against Everton, deflated, and who knows, it could happen then, couldn't it? Anyway, Tottenham now coming forward looking to try to find a goal back, which would potentially raise a few nerves, wouldn't it? And I think for Tottenham it's all about pride. And Tottenham nearly got a goal there, actually. David Raya came out for that, didn't get there. And it was Romero with the header. Let's put it wide. It was Kulishevsky's cross on this near side. Decent ball, actually. And David Raya came for that, didn't get anywhere near it. And that could have been dangerous, couldn't it? And it was a decent header, actually, from the Argentinian there. And Regis says, how the hell is Romero getting so many chances? Well, because he's dangerous from them set pieces, isn't he? Phil says he really has to make saves. Exactly, yeah. He really has to make saves. That's the point, isn't it? If you make, he's going to win a lot. He's going to get a lot of clean sheets when he's not having shots to save. I mean, I could play in goal for Arsenal and not letting that many goals. If you haven't got anything to do, you've just got to take a few goal kicks here and there. Do you know what I mean? It'd be easy, wouldn't it? Nathan says on the most save list this season, Raya is 22nd. Well, there you go. first is Kaminsky. Well, there you go. Give it to him. Give the golden gloves to Kaminsky of Luton because he's been good, hasn't he? Actually, I think he's had a good season. Isn't that more worthy? Isn't that a more worthy winner? Raya's bottom. He's made the least save. Is that to make the least saves? Why does he deserve a golden glove award? Give it to William Saliba and give it to Gabriel in front of him and Declan Rice and the people that's defended it. Roger says saves count only for stats, nothing to do with it. No, but that's what I'm saying. They should maybe change it. It's not just for stats. You can say, well, goals are only for stats. But if you're making 10 saves in a game, that could be important to the result in the end, couldn't it? Because instead of your team losing 10-0, it's still 0-0, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And that's just as important as a player who goes up the other end and gets a goal and you win 1-0 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think saves are important, aren't they? All Arsenal just giving the ball away very, very sloppy there. I think that was Martin Odegaard. Kulusevski running through, ran into trouble. He's gone down. Tottenham won a penalty. It's not a penalty. And Kulusevski there is Gabriel is telling him about diving there, which is quite ironic from a Brazilian. But anyway, terrible ball from Martin Odegaard. And Kulusevski there. He could have maybe shot a bit earlier. He tried to go. Actually, that's a pretty good tackle from Gabriel. Or just have a look at the VAR check here. Actually, it was Thomas Partey won the ball. Thomas Partey's won the ball, not Gabriel. It definitely wasn't a penalty. And Arsenal coming forward now. It's still 3-0. Trossard finds Havertz. Is it going to be 4? Havertz cross to the far post. It is going to be 4. Oh, my decent. That's a decent save, that, from Vicario. That would have been 4, and it would have been Saka there with the second goal. Raja says, what a save, Vicario. It was a good save. It's a lovely move as well from Arsenal. Trossard found Havertz. Saka at the far post on the volley. Wow, he saved it with his legs. How did he keep that out? That's incredible, actually. What a save that is. That looked like all day long it was going to be 4-0. And somehow the Tottenham goalkeeper has pushed that over the bar with his leg. Wow, what an incredible save. Terry says, if Luton stay up, Kaminsky, in my opinion, he should get it anyway if he's made the most saves. I think, anyway. Because that's the sign of a goalkeeper, isn't it? A goalkeeper standing around having nothing to do isn't better than a goalkeeper who's making 20 saves a game. Anyway, Arsenal got a corner. So the Tottenham goalkeeper just made a good save. Actually, talking about saves, that was one of the best this season, wasn't it? That save, it might be save of the season, that one. It'd be up there, won't it? Anyway, Arsenal got a corner, so he might have some more saves to do here. The Tottenham goalkeeper, Vicario, this corner comes in towards the near post, very flat, headed out. Actually, by Tottenham, wasn't a great corner, was it? But Arsenal won the ball back with Martin Odegaard, with Trossard, sorry. And now Tottenham come forward again. Kulusevski is a great player, isn't he, by the way? I do think he's decent. He's the one Tottenham player that I've always kind of looked at and thought, you know what, he would be good for us. There's not too many over the years. We felt that. But anyway, Martin Odegaard now picks the ball up, finds Tomiyasu. Is that going to be another corner? It's a throw to Arsenal. In fact, I think it might have been an offside. It was an offside over on that far side. It's a free kick to Tottenham. Kulusevski wasn't a great ball actually there. And his teammate didn't appreciate that, did he, at all? Anyway, Declan Rice now plays it back to Gabriel. Gabriel plays it square to William Saliba, gets it back again. Gabriel now, Declan Rice playing in the left-back position, plays it forward to Tomiyasu, who's tackled. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal on halfway. And we've played nearly 10 minutes of the second half. And so far, so good. It is still Tottenham 0, Arsenal 3. And it is looking like another big 3 points for Arsenal. Are Nottingham Forest going to be able to do us a favour? Well, they won't be doing us a favour. They'll be doing themselves a favour because they are in deep, deep trouble, aren't they, Nottingham Forest? If you remember last season, that game finished in a draw, didn't it? Between Nottingham Forest and Man City. Man City dominated that game and then conceded a late equaliser, didn't they? Anyway, let's see what happens there. But anyway, Tottenham coming forward now with Brennan Johnson over on that far side. He's got past Ben White, but Ben White's back at him again. Brennan Johnson's done well. It's a good run this from Johnson, actually. Can he get across it? He can't because Ben White's deflected behind it. It's a corner, though. And good defending there from Ben White. But good play that from Johnson as well. Showed a lot of pace. And it is another corner to Tottenham, which James Maddison is going to take. Terry says, after that miss, Saka should get the golden dog toe and worst miss of the game. I don't think it was a miss. It was a good save, wasn't it? It was a really good save. Anyway, Tottenham now taking that corner. It's now out with Kulusevski. Plays out this near side to Son, who's been kept pretty quiet, hasn't he, so far today. We've played 11 minutes of this second half. It's still Spurs 0, Arsenal 3. Those 3 first half goals. James Maddison now over on that far side. Tottenham they've had a lot of possession in this game, Tottenham, haven't they? Without really threatening too much. They have hit the post. They did have a goal disallowed, but Son had a big effort just wide, didn't he? But again, the ball played into the box wasn't great. But Tottenham have won it back again. They're having a good spell here, Tottenham. Are they going to be able to get a goal which could maybe put a different complex on the game? But not like that, they won't. That was a wild effort there from Porro. And he could have crossed that there, really. Maybe he should have done. And in the end, he's lashed at a shot there, which is scuffed wide of that near post. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Rajesh says Son's miss was worse than Saka's. It was, yeah. Son's miss was terrible. Fired over the bar from a good position. There's lots of head shaking from the Tottenham fans behind that goal. And they're probably wondering how they're losing this game 3-0. But anyway, Saka now on a run, trying to make it 4-0. Also got players over here. It's with Trossard on this near side. Declan Rice has gone outside him. Trossard, tried his nice little finish that he likes into that far corner. But it hit the Tottenham defender. I think it was Romero. Arsenal still in possession though. Tomiyasu on this near side. Tomiyasu cuts back in field, finds Declan Rice. Now it's with Ødegaard. Now it's with Havertz. Tries to go the long way around, but he's kept the ball. And in fact, he hasn't kept the ball because it was offside. And it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham. 57 minutes played. And the more minutes that tick down, the less likely you feel that Tottenham are to be able to set even any of our nerves worrying, because I don't think we need to be too worried, do we, at the moment? Arsenal pick the ball up again over on that far side, looking for the 4th goal, which would seal it. Ødegaard's cross comes to Havertz again. Oh, it just ran past him there. He wasn't able to get that ball under control. Terry says, I don't want Spurs winning anything, so I'd give it to Saka. Well, that's a good point, actually. Roger says that Havertz should have volleyed it. Well, I don't know. It would have been like a Van Basten type goal, wouldn't it? A volley from that angle. He just wanted to try and get it under control, didn't he? Tottenham giving the ball away again. You have to say Tottenham are very, very poor. They are a really, really poor side. And there'll be Arsenal fans expecting them to get a result against Man City in a couple of weeks' time. That doesn't look like it's going to happen, does it? Let's be honest. They are really, really bad. Anyway, Arsenal back in possession. Thomas Partey is fouled. In fact, referee says play on because Arsenal keep the ball. Saka on that far side. Ben White's on the overlap, plays it back again to Martin Ødegaard. And now he has found Ben White inside the area. Ben White looked for Saka, but it was cut out. And Tottenham trying to play out from the back. Kulusevski again's done well. He is a good player, Kulusevski, isn't he? I do like a left-footed player, I must admit. Anyway, Porro now finds Kulusevski again, back to Porro. And Tottenham have played some half-decent football at times, but they're just so wide open, and it's ridiculous. Every time we win the ball, we've always got spaces. There's spaces everywhere. Trossard now finds Havertz on this near side. Also, just slow it down a little bit. Tomiyasu now plays it back again to Havertz, gets it back again. Tomiyasu back again to Havertz. Those two just knocking the ball between them. Tomiyasu now goes square to William Saliba. Now it's with Ben White over on that far side. Now Saka on that far touchline in front of those Arsenal fans in the sunshine here in N17. And Tottenham now looking to launch a counter-attack though, because Saka lost the ball. And Kulusevski now in possession. Oh, that's not a great ball from him, but Tottenham will keep possession. It was Sarr there, picked it up. Papa Mata Sarr, the Senegal player there for Tottenham. We've played an hour. It is still 3-0. And Arsenal looking in complete and utter control here. But there is still 30 minutes to play. So I'm not going to quite relax too much quite yet, because the next 10 minutes or so, I think, are going to be crucial to this game. If Tottenham don't score by the 70th minute, then I'll pretty much think we've won. Terry says, I had faith in him missing it, so I have no problem. Well, yeah, I suppose. It was a difficult chance, to be fair. Anyway, Arsenal now playing the ball through the midfield. There's so many spaces. Saka over on that far side, running at the Tottenham defence again. Can he get inside and shoot with his left foot? He's going to try now, is he? No, he isn't, because he's ran into traffic a little bit. He's had to turn back. And Martin Odegaard now finds Ben White. Back to Martin Odegaard again. Now Saka inside the box. Can Saka get a shot in? He can't. It's going to be a corner, though, to Arsenal. And Saka's had a good game today. Mark C says, I'm thinking time for Martinelli to come on and use his pace down the left flank. Yeah, but I don't know, because he's been poor, hasn't he, recently, Martinelli? There is Martinelli. Talking of Martinelli, he's coming on. Richarlison's coming on, and Bissouma for Tottenham as well. And it's going to be Bukayo Saka to take this corner. Are they going to make the changes now? Are they going to wait for this corner? Probably wait for this corner, you imagine. William Saliba's up there. Gabriel's up there. Can we get the fourth goal here from this corner, which would certainly seal the deal? In fact, not sure what's happening here. The referee, James Maddison's gone down inside the penalty area. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I'm about to show it here. Was it Tomiyasu? Well, Tomiyasu just crashed into him. It's one of them things, isn't it, when you're pushing and you're pulling inside the penalty area. And we're going to go through the same routine again. You expect it is an Arsenal corner. Bukayo Saka with it over on that far side. Comes into the 6-yard box, but it's overhit. And it's going to go behind for a goal kick. Rogers says, yeah, an hour play, time to bring on fresh legs. Martinelli is coming on, and it is going to be for Trossard down this left-hand side. And Martinelli is coming on. Trossard just giving a round of applause there to the Arsenal fans as he goes off. And another good performance from Leandro Trossard. Good season he's had, hasn't he, for Arsenal? There's no doubt about that. And it is Martinelli to come on. Hopefully he can find his form again, because he hasn't been brilliant, has he? Anyway, James Maddison's going off for Tottenham, and Højbjerg as well. And it is Richarlison who will cause some problems, some trouble, no doubt. And Yves Bissouma as well. Remember when there was that talk of Yves Bissouma coming to Arsenal, wasn't there? A couple of summers ago, before he joined Tottenham. Of course, another former Brighton player, of course, of which there's a lot now playing in other teams in the Premier League, isn't there? Brighton, what a great model they've been of how to run a smallish football club on a small budget, be competitive. A bad mistake from Raya. He's given the ball away, and Tottenham have pulled one back. And that's a disaster that is from Arsenal. Absolute disaster. David Raya it was. He doesn't want the Golden Glove, quite honestly. And it was Romero who scored. It was a terrible clearance. Went straight to the Argentinian on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. And he's fired it past David Raya. That was an awful, awful piece of goalkeeping. That was Aaron Ramsdale-like, how bad that was. That really was poor. A chip there straight to Romero. And he wasn't going to miss that, was he? Put it in that bottom corner there. That was Aaron Ramsdale there. He kind of slipped as he hit the pass, but that's no real excuse. That is just terrible. Raja says, absolutely poor. Raya, what are you doing? Well, who knows what he's doing? And it was an easy goal for Tottenham. That's absolutely atrocious. Terry says, back to Brentford. Well, Tottenham now might well have their tails up. They're coming forward again. 63 minutes. I said the next 10 minutes were going to be good. Bill says, bring Zinni back on to make us really nervous. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bring Zinni on. That will really make us nervous. Yeah, that was awful, that there. It really was. Nathan says, got to be better indeed. I mean, he did slip as he hit the pass, but there's absolutely no excuse for that. Absolutely no excuse at all. That is exactly what Aaron Ramsdale did 2 or 3 times at the back end of last season. This one might not be so important because it is, obviously, we were 3-0 up. And we've got another corner over on that far side. In fact, we haven't, because there's an offside. It's going to be a free kick to Tottenham. And suddenly we are in trouble here. Anyway, let's see what is going to happen now. If Tottenham get another goal now in the next 10 minutes, then I think, well, we'll be properly nervous, won't we? Anyway, Brennan Johnson now's gone around the outside. What's the cross like? Looking for Richarlison. Good defending, actually, from Arsenal, and Declan Rice completes the clearance. But Tottenham have definitely got their tails up now. They have definitely got their tails up now. And, wow. Anyway, Tottenham are coming forward again. And suddenly Arsenal are looking a little bit nervy. This cross comes in from Porridge. A good ball headed out though by Gabriel. What a terrible goal to concede that was. Martinelli now has got the whole half of the pitch to run into, but that's good defending. And in fact, it's a free kick. It was Van der Ven there. Had said Jonas out. No, not Jonas out. If we don't win this game, it will definitely be Arteta out. Anyway, Tottenham coming forward again. Brennan Johnson, this is a great run. Tries to thread it through to Richarlison. It wasn't a great ball. David Raya's there. There's no doubt Tottenham have got their tails up. I mean, was it the substitutions? Probably not really. It was our own doing, wasn't it? With that terrible, terrible kick out from David Raya. That's cost us a goal. No doubt there'll be loads of people on social media saying, oh, we should have kept Ramsdale in goal. Well, no, but Ramsdale's done that 20 times last season. So, no, we shouldn't have. David Raya's about to win the Golden Gloves, even though he just made that horrendous mistake. Anyway, Arsenal now we just need to take a breath, don't we? Regroup. And William Saliba that time didn't go back to the goalkeeper, probably thinking maybe I shouldn't at this time. And Arsenal now can come forward. Martin Odegaard finds Saka over on that far side. Suddenly the next goal now is going to be absolutely crucial, isn't it? Absolutely crucial. Saka with the shot blocked. Comes to Martin Odegaard on the edge of the box and Tottenham again get it away. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Raja says he's made a deal with Pickford to share the Golden Gloves. Well, I mean, that last game of the season, it might decide that, mightn't it? Knowing Arteta, he'll play Ramsdale. It'll be a 0-0 draw, and Pickford will win it on his own. Anyway, Ben White with his throw for Arsenal, and it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham. 67 minutes, basically halfway through the second half, and it is 3-1. And I'll say the next goal now is going to be really crucial, isn't it? Because if Arsenal get it, it will be game over. And Arsenal got a chance the other day. Martin Odegaard plays it in, good defending at the near post. And it is our throw to Arsenal. That was Romero defending his goal there. He just got the block in there. He had to be alert though, didn't he? There, really good defending actually, you have to say, from Romero. It's his goal that has given Tottenham a lifeline. You could say it's a lifeline. It probably is a lifeline. But anyway, the next goal now is going to be really decisive in this game. If Tottenham get it back to 3-2, there's over 20 minutes to play, and that would be terrible, wouldn't it? Because then we would have real nerves that we shouldn't really be suffering in this game. Anyway, we are still winning the game. That's the most important thing. Kulusevski now on this near side, coming forward, finds Brennan Johnson. He's a good player, Brennan Johnson, but he can't get past Tomiyasu, who does well. And now Kai Havertz bringing the ball forward on this near side, and good tackle on him actually there. And Nottingham Forest, Man City have arrived at Nottingham Forest for their game, which kicks off at 4:30. No doubt they've got their headphones in. They're probably listening to this game. They're probably listening to us. So if you are, Jack Grealish was there. How you doing, Jack? Hopefully you'll lose today. But of course, you probably won't. In fact, you definitely won't. Nottingham Forest have got about 10 defenders in their team now, so who knows? Maybe they will. But we shall see. But we need to just see this game out now, don't we? We just need to see this game out. The Man City team, by the way, is Ederson in goal. They're back for Walker, Akanji, Ake, and Guardiola. In midfield for Man City, Rodri and Bernardo Silva. Doku, De Bruyne, and Grealish are behind Alvarez. So Haaland's on the bench again, is he? Well, I know he's not fit. Anyway, Kulusevski's just gone down with an injury. He was caught late there. And he's going to need some treatment. Was it Declan Rice that caught him? Actually, it was Thomas Partey. He stood on his toes. They're always painful to him, aren't they? Raja says they either score or fall or see them out. Sorry, but we shouldn't have conceded like that. AFTV people must be fuming. Well, I mean, I think everyone's fuming. That's a terrible, terrible goal to concede. Hopefully, in the end, it won't make any difference to the final outcome. It shouldn't do. But if Tottenham do get another goal, it just goes to show, doesn't it, how you've got to remain concentrated for all the whole game, you know, in the Premier League. You know, one mistake can cost you, because, you know, there are good players in the Premier League, even for Tottenham, who aren't playing, who aren't a great side. They've still got players that are going to punish you if you make mistakes like that. And, you know, luckily we're in a position in this game where it isn't going to, well, hopefully it isn't going to prove to be too costly. But Raya's in possession again. This time just plays it simple to Gabriel. Now finds Tomiyasu on this near side. Tomiyasu clips the ball forward, but it's not a great ball. It's going to run all the way through to Vicario. We've played 71 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham 1, Arsenal 3. And Arsenal are heading for the 3 points, but Tottenham coming forward again. Richarlison now on this near side. The Brazilian, can he get across? And he does get across, and it's deflected, but David Raya should gather that one. And he does gather that one quite comfortably. And another Tottenham attack comes to nothing. He's got a weird tattoo on his neck there, hasn't he, Richarlison? He's a strange character, isn't he, honestly? He's got a reasonably decent scoring record against Arsenal, hasn't he? When he played for Everton and Watford previously, he always seemed to score against us, didn't he? I don't think he scored against us since he's been at Tottenham, but then very few players do. Although Romero's got one today, and Tottenham coming forward again over on that far side. Son, who does, of course, score against Arsenal. He's scored against Arsenal several times, hasn't he? Heung-min Son. It was always him or Harry Kane generally. Of course, Harry Kane did score against us this season as well, didn't he? But obviously not for Tottenham. They're coming forward again. Brennan Johnson on this near side. Former Nottingham Forest player, of course. We just mentioned Forest, didn't we, before? Because they are playing Man City after this. And can Arsenal nearly give the ball away inside the penalty area? And we're almost determined to make life difficult for ourselves, aren't we? Anyway, Tottenham tidied that up, and the ball goes back now to Vicario. 72, 73 minutes. There's still time, isn't there, for some late drama here. We're hoping there's not going to be too much late drama, but we shall see. Tottenham in possession now inside the centre circle. Yves Bissouma finds Kulusevski on this near side. He's always a danger, Kulusevski. Now he finds Porro. Can he get across? And he does get across in and straight into the arms of David Raya at the near post. And that's better from David Raya. Since that mistake, actually, to be fair, he's settled down quite well, hasn't he? Martinelli now, his first chance to have a run at the Tottenham defence. Can he cut in field and try a shot? He tried to play a square ball. It wasn't a great ball, actually. Although Tottenham have done their best to mess that up defensively, but they've managed to get it away. And now Kulusevski up this near side. He's got Johnson ahead of him, chips the ball forward instead. Had that been flicked on there, it may well have given Richarlison. Always won it back, Richarlison. Always come from an offside position. He's not very happy. I think he thought it was for a foul there on Thomas Partey. I think it was because he was offside. I think he's come back from an offside position before. So he's offside there. So then as soon as he then becomes active in the play, of course he's offside. So yeah, the right decisions. It wasn't a foul, it was offside. I mean, I didn't think it was a foul anyway. I think Thomas Partey was asleep. Didn't see him coming on his blind side, and Richarlison took the ball off him. But yeah, not great play there, was it really? And Arsenal now just struggling to get to grips with this, but we are coming forward now with Saka over on the far side. Finds Ben White. Now it's into Thomas Partey. That's back out to that far side to Saka again. Can Saka get the ball across? No, he doesn't. He plays it square. Now it's with Gabriel. Thought about a shot. Instead, dinks the ball to this near side to Gabriel Martinelli. Cuts in field. Oh, he tried to find Declan Rice, but it was cut out. And Tottenham can't really get the ball away. But Gabriel couldn't get hold of that one. And Richarlison there has won a free kick and then squares up to Declan Rice. That's the one thing with Richarlison. He's good at rattling people, isn't he? Give him his due. He's good at rattling people, getting them riled up. And even Declan Rice there. Declan Rice didn't like his response there, and Richarlison is still not very happy. Declan Rice is apologising. Not really apologising. He's trying to calm him down, really. I mean, Declan Rice did stop that free kick from being taken quickly, and Richarlison didn't like that, did he? But that's what Richarlison's like, isn't he? You know, Brennan Johnson now. That's a foul by Tomiyasu. It's going to be another free kick to Tottenham. Are we going to get a dramatic finale here? It is Tottenham 1, Arsenal 3. But there's still 15 minutes to play plus stoppage time. And it's a free kick to Tottenham on this near side, which Porro is going to take. He's put some good deliveries in, actually, hasn't he, in this game? And he's got an opportunity to get that ball into the Arsenal penalty area, cause a bit more panic for Arsenal. What's the delivery like? It's decent, but it's not really cleared away by Arsenal at first attempt. It is now hoofed clear by Ben White. It's going to be a throw though to Tottenham over on that far side. Are we going to get a dramatic finale here? We had some late drama in the women's game earlier against Everton when Everton equalised in stoppage time to make that 1-1. Let's hope we don't get similar late drama here. Anyway, Tottenham are coming forward again. Brennan Johnson on this near side. Cuts in field. Was he fouled? Referee says no. And now Arsenal can come forward themselves with Martinelli. Then he was fouled by Kulusevski. That's going to have to be a yellow card for the Swede. Indeed it is. Can't really have too many complaints, can he? Raja says there, first yellow card of the game. Really? 77 minutes into a North London derby. Raja says Kulusevski in the book. Indeed he is. Brennan Johnson. Oh, I think that was a foul, actually. Martinelli left his foot in, didn't he? And then his pace took him clear of one, and then Kulusevski just pushed him over. That's a clever foul, actually, isn't it? On the halfway line. You're not going to get a red card. It stops a counter-attack. Those are the fouls that I'd like to see punished more heavily than just a yellow card, really, because they're like a professional foul, aren't they? Because they're further up the pitch, doesn't necessarily make them any less of a professional foul, does it? Because you're stopping a counter-attack. But anyway, the rules are a yellow card. It's a yellow card, and well, that's the rules. You're going to make them sensible fouls, aren't you? You're going to do that, aren't you? Anyway, Tottenham in possession. 78 minutes played. Time is ticking, and Arsenal getting a little bit closer to that victory, but it's certainly become a little bit nervier than it felt like it was going to be until that Tottenham goal from the Arsenal mistake, or the David Raya mistake. In actual fact, it was. And now Porro's gone around the outside. Brendan Johnson gone outside, tips across towards the far post. David Raya's there, good hands. And that is the one thing that he is really, really strong on, isn't it? His ability, his handling inside the penalty area is really strong. Son was behind him, and that was great hands there from David Raya. Doesn't quite make up for that mistake necessarily, but I think since that mistake, he's responded well, hasn't he? What you used to notice with Aaron Ramsdale was he'd make a silly mistake, and then for the next 10 minutes, he's all over the place. His concentration would go and he'd be everywhere. Whereas David Raya has concentrated well and almost like he's forgotten about that mistake. And that's how you've got to be as a goalkeeper. And, you know, every goalkeeper is going to make mistakes. Anyway, suddenly Tottenham a little bit of space here for Brennan Johnson on this near side. He's caused Tomiyasu quite a few problems in this game. Brennan Johnson, he's cut back in field again. Chips the ball towards the far post. Again, you see Raya's there. He reads it well. His handling is really good. And a dangerous moment again for Arsenal has been dealt with there by David Raya. And I say that's all you can do as a goalkeeper is you're going to make a mistake, fair enough, but it's how you respond. And he's responded really well. And that's all you can do. So fair play to David Raya. He's now free kick to Arsenal on that far side, but Bukayo Saka's got a whack on his ankle. It is a free kick. It was Ben Davies there with the foul. It is going to be a free kick to Arsenal over on that far side. We're coming up towards the last 10 minutes here. The last 10 minutes at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham 1, Arsenal 3. And Arsenal getting closer and closer. Steve says time is going so slow. It is going slow. It will go even slower if Tottenham get a second goal, won't it? That's for sure. Anyway, Tottenham trying to come forward there. Richarlison tried to buy a free kick, didn't get one. He's been very fired up since he's come on, hasn't he? There's another foul over on the far side there by Ben Davies on Saka again. And he may well be picking up a yellow card. In fact, he does. Raja says there another Spurs yellow indeed. And again, that's probably fair enough. I mean, it was two quick fouls there. He committed, didn't he, Ben Davies on Bukayo Saka in quick succession. And it's probably not necessarily either one of them on their own was a yellow card. It's just the two of them together so close is why it's been given as a yellow card. So Ben Davies has also been booked, joins Kulusevski. In the book, are into the last 9 minutes of normal time. Can Arsenal keep this lead or maybe add to it here? Declan Rice with his free kick. It was his corner that led to the third goal, which gave us that breathing space in the first half. What's that delivery like? It's Vicario came and punched it. Actually did pretty well. He was under pressure. Martin Odegaard hooks it back in. It's bobbling around all over the place and a bit scrappy play, but Saka gets control of the ball now over on that far side. Plays the ball back. So we just need to manage this well now, don't we, in these last 10 minutes? We just need to manage the game. We don't need a fourth goal. Yes, it would be nice and it would make us all feel a little bit more comfortable, but we don't need it, do we? We just need to keep our concentration. Anyway, it's another free kick. Porro was there with a foul on Martin Odegaard. And Arsenal got another set-piece delivery. You do feel as our fourth Arsenal goal now, we'll see this ground empty quite quickly as well. But another Tottenham goal would, the atmosphere would change quite dramatically, wouldn't it? Anyway, this free kick here from Declan Rice over on this far side, Arsenal's right. What's the delivery going to be like? Chipped in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed out by Tottenham. Martinelli puts it back in, but Tottenham clear it away. Now they've got a chance for a counter-attack with Son, who was fouled, was he? Referee says yes. Tottenham wanted to take a quick free kick, but they actually didn't. They have actually now. And it was Thomas Partey that committed the foul, but Tottenham are still in possession. 82.5 minutes later. In fact, Partey was given a yellow card there for that foul. Which, yeah, again, it's stopped a counter-attacks. And again, they're the sort of yellow cards that you know you're going to get. Tottenham coming forward again with Brennan Johnson on this near side. Plays the ball back to Yves Bissouma. This is good from Tottenham. Kulusevski inside the box. I couldn't quite get enough on that. And Declan Rice brings it clear for Arsenal. Plays it in to Kai Havertz. And Arsenal trying to play it out from the back and almost caused themselves some problems there. And that's whose ball forward is going to go all the way back, though, to Vicario. And Arsenal sitting a bit deep at the moment, maybe inviting this pressure on. 83 minutes on the clock. There's going to be a fair chunk of stoppage time as well. So there's plenty of time that Arsenal have got to hang on. Brennan Johnson now, who's done well. Again, he's had a good game, hasn't he? Brennan Johnson for Tottenham. That's a good cross as well there to the far post. And Tottenham looking for this goal. It is Son over on that far side. Plays the ball back. Cross comes in. Everyone's missed it. It's cleared away at the second attempt, but Arsenal still couldn't get it clear. And Tottenham claiming a penalty there. And the referee, Michael Oliver, is saying no. And Tottenham still got a player down in the box. I think it is Ben Davies. Kulusevski, though, on this near side. Puts another cross in. David Raya should get that. He does get that. And David Raya, again, is brilliant with his handling. And Ben Davies is still rolling around pretending to be injured. Let's see what happened here. Oh, I don't know if VAR want to get involved in that. Oh, he's kicked him in the box. Declan Rice there. He didn't get the ball. And I think this might well be a penalty to Tottenham because Declan Rice hasn't got the ball at all. And he's just kicked him. I think that's a penalty. They're going to make Michael Oliver check it, are they? He's coming over to the screen, I think, Michael Oliver. I think that's a penalty. I think that's a penalty. Declan Rice didn't get the ball. He's got to clear it. Davies got a touch on the ball and he's kicked him. I think that's a clear penalty. Raja says there, damn, this could be a penalty. I think it is a penalty. I don't think there's much doubt. There's no doubt. Look, Declan Rice hasn't got the ball. He hasn't got a touch on the ball. He's got to clear it, and Davies has touched the ball past him, and then he's kicked him. That's a penalty. He's a penalty all day. For me, that's a penalty all day long, and I'll be amazed if this isn't given as a penalty. Has he given it? Hang on. I think the stream's gone backwards. It's typical, isn't it? Let's see. Has he given his penalty? I missed that. He has. It's been given, yeah. It is a penalty to Tottenham. And we are into the last 5 minutes. I mean, I think that's the right decision. I've got to be honest. I think that's the right decision. And it's Son against Raya. Wow. Big moment in this game. A big moment potentially in this title race as well, because there'll still be stoppage time at the end of this game. You're looking at 6-7 minutes plus the 5 that remain anyway. And Son has scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties this season. But David Raya's not bad at saving penalties, is he? The penalty shootout recently, if you remember, against Porto. But Son's got a great scoring record against Arsenal. This is going to be a crucial moment here. If Son scores this, we are going to have some nerves, aren't we? It's Son against David Raya in this North London derby. This is a big moment, isn't it? It's a big moment. Son against Raya. Son steps up and he scored. And suddenly there's nervy moments here for Arsenal. It is Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. And there is probably 10 minutes to play. Again, it's not great defending from Arsenal. And that was a penalty. There's no doubt it was the right decision. That's a good penalty under pressure, actually. Raya went the right way, but he was never going to save it. Put right in that corner. And that is a good penalty. And once again, Son has scored against Arsenal. Not sure if he's got more goals against us than Harry Kane did, but he certainly won't be far behind. And another goal for Son. And Arsenal now have got to dig in here. We have got to dig in here. The pressure is now on. And you do feel as though now this is it now. If Arsenal were to blow this 3-0 lead, apart from the fact it would be 2 points dropped, just mentally, I don't see how we could recover from this. Anyway, Gabriel and Richarlison, the 2 Brazilians there, getting involved. Richarlison's a very temperamental character, isn't he? Terry says, "Come on, AirPod, we need you." Well, we need some calm heads around. I mean, Richarlison there has smashed into Gabriel. Actually, he's quite lucky there not to get a little bit more punishment there, Richarlison. Anyway, Roger says, I have to say it all started with Raya's complacency. Yeah, I wouldn't say complacency necessarily, but it was a bad mistake. And that gave Tottenham a bit of a lift, didn't it? And now, obviously, they've got a massive lift. And we're making a sub now. Kiwior is coming on for Martin Ødegaard. So we're shutting up shop. We are shutting up shop. And Bukayo Saka's got the armband, actually. Why don't you give it to Declan Rice? Give it to Declan. And Martin Ødegaard is going off. And Kiwior is coming on. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Is he going to be like an extra central defender? Is he going to be an extra central defender? And Ben Davies has gone off from that injury potentially. And Giovanni Lo Celso. Is that an attacking change to try and get a draw here? Actually, no, it is the injury because Ben Davies is getting some treatment there over on the far side. And you have to say that Arsenal in the second half haven't managed this game particularly well at all. But we're coming forward now. Can we get the 4th goal? Are we just going to go to the corner flag? We're in the 88th minute. And is that going to be a corner to Arsenal? It is. Bissouma it was there. Block that cross from Saka. Mark says that should have been a red card for Richarlison. He deliberately cleans that game. Yeah, I was surprised he wasn't even booked. I don't think he was even booked, was he? Gabriel says that penalty looked painful. Yeah, it was painful for us. And it could even prove to be more painful if Tottenham can get another goal. Anyway, Bukayo Saka is going to take this corner. Can Arsenal get a 4th goal, which would definitely seal it now. There's no question about that. But anyway, let's see. Saka's corner to the near post. It's flicked on, headed away. Off the line, actually, was that? Was that going in? Van der Ven it was with the headed clearance. I don't know if that was going in. Was it? It was flicked on that near post. Might have been another own goal, actually. Well, I don't think it was going in. But Van der Ven headed it out anyway. It's another corner to Arsenal on the near side. We're coming up towards the 90 minutes, but it's going to be quite a chunk of stoppage time. The VAR checks, of course, always add to that. Substitutions. There's been 1 or 2 stoppages. I think we're looking at 6 or 7 minutes here. We're going to find out in a minute because we're just coming up to the 90 now. The women conceded a stoppage time goal earlier on today. 6 minutes. There we go. Are the men going to hold out here? That corner comes into the near post. Vicario's been scrambling at that, but it's gone behind. It's a goal kick. Or is it a free kick? Either way, it's a Tottenham ball. And they're determined to get the ball quick. It's going to be 6 minutes of stoppage time. So we've got 6 minutes to hold out here. And Tomiyasu's clearance there has gone out for a throw to Tottenham on this near side. They want to get a hurry on now, don't they, Tottenham? And why not? Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Basuma now plays the ball square to Sarr. He's made a difference, hasn't he, in the second half of Tottenham. And they've got themselves right back into this game. And a third goal would be a dagger in Arsenal's heart, wouldn't it? The title race. He's Basuma now plays out to this near side to Porro. Plays it back to Basuma. Now it goes square to Van der Ven. And now Tottenham coming forward over on that far side. Son, his penalty has brought Tottenham right back into it. He's inside the penalty area. Plays it back. Is there going to be some real late drama here? We played 91 minutes. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. That cross comes in. It should be David Raya's again. And again, it is David Raya. And I think he's made up for that mistake with his handling. And he's had to hold that there. He's holding his side now. But apart from that mistake, he's done pretty well, actually, in this game. And I thought he's recovered well from that mistake as well, because some goalkeepers don't, do they? But he has. That's a decent clearance looking for Kai Havertz. Russ says there, how's VAR determined Oliver made a clear error when he was 2 yards away? Well, he's made a clear error because it was a penalty and he didn't give it. So he has made a clear error. And referees can make errors from being 2 yards away. If they're slightly at the wrong angle, they won't necessarily see what's happened. But he's made an error. It doesn't matter how close or far away he is. It was clearly a penalty. And that's what, for me, that's VAR working correctly. Because the referee makes a mistake. The VAR says, referee, you've made a mistake. That's what they're there for. And it's gone against us. So obviously it's not great. We don't like it, but that's what it's there for. And that's when it's used right. And to me, there was nothing wrong with that at all. The referees missed it, and referees do miss things. They do. And he's missed it, and then VAR steps in, doing its job. And, you know, that's how it's supposed to work. It doesn't work correctly enough times, and that's the problem with it. But when it works well, we shouldn't criticise it because it hasn't worked well on other occasions. Anyway, Tottenham are now coming forward, but not for very long. In fact, they are coming forward again with Richarlison over on that far side. Richarlison, that's gone down. It is a free kick to Tottenham. It was William Saliba there with the foul. We've played 3 minutes of the 6. And it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham. And these are nervy moments for Arsenal. Richarlison there was always only ever going to look for the free kick. Why is William Saliba even going to tackle him? Just push him out wide. Anyway, this free kick now is going to be a dangerous moment for Arsenal over on that far side. No doubt Tottenham are going to put this ball in the box. It's going to have to be a good delivery for them. It is a decent delivery. Come off an Arsenal head. It's going to be a Tottenham corner. And those fans behind the goal are getting quite excited. We've played 93.5 minutes, so we've got 2.5 minutes of stoppage time remaining. And it is going to be a corner which Lo Celso is going to take. I didn't realise he still plays for Tottenham, actually, Lo Celso. Anyway, he does. He's going to take this corner. He did come on, of course, as a sub. The corner comes in. It's headed out, or more headed up and away rather than out. Now Arsenal should get it clear. And it's just kick it anywhere for now, isn't it? That will do. Vicario's well out of his goal. And that's a calm head, actually. And Arsenal's now... Mikel Arteta shouting everybody back. Arsenal tries to look for a counter-attack. But, of course, the shape of the team is the most important thing. Song now over on that far side. His penalty has set up this finale here. Kulusevski from, 35 yards. Thought about a shot. Instead, played it back out to Sarr. He's going to find Kulusevski again. Now, Tottenham looking for this equalizer. Basuma plays out to that far side to Son again. These are nervy moments, 94 minutes. Son's cross into the near post. Raya just about deals with it. Comes out to the edge of the box to Basuma. He's run into Declan Rice, and Arsenal now can launch a counter-attack. And it's just a shame that Kai Havertz doesn't have any pace. He was caught there. Caught up, sorry, not caught. And it's Tottenham back in possession. And we are into the last minute of stoppage time. These are nervy moments. There's no doubt about that. Sarr now in possession for Tottenham, and they are throwing everything forward now. Arsenal defending in numbers. Everybody's back. Kulusevski dinks the ball back into the box again. Tottenham keep possession. Brennan Johnson finds Kulusevski. Can Arsenal hang on? We're into the final minute of stoppage time. It's crossed towards the far post. Richarlison comes in with a header. In fact, it's defended well by Saliba. It's another corner to Tottenham. We are deep into the 6th minute of stoppage time. The Arsenal women conceded a late equaliser earlier. Can the men hold on? Vicario's up for this for Tottenham, the goalkeeper, and he's going into David Raya. This is going to be an important moment in this game. The corner to the near post. Poor corner, actually, from Tottenham. Comes to the edge of the box. It's back in again. And it comes to Kulusevski. Arsenal still haven't managed to clear it. Kulusevski now inside the box. And Declan Rice comes across there. And it was Martinelli, sorry. And we're into the final few seconds here of stoppage time. Son, can he get the cross in? He does get the cross in, but it's overhit. It's gone behind. And I think the full-time whistle's gone. It has gone. Arsenal have held on. We've won the game. But Jesus Christ, did we make a meal of that? It was 3-0 at half-time, and it looked all over. But we didn't play particularly well in that second half. We looked very, very nervy. But we just about held on. Raja says we get the 3 points, but I'm not happy with the scoreline. Well, I'm happy with the scoreline because we won. But Christ, that was very, very nervy at the end, wasn't it? Mark C says, yeah, well, we got the job done. Exactly. That's all that matters. But wow, that was very, very nervy, wasn't it? The players are congratulating David Raya. Not quite sure they're congratulating him for. It was his mistake that allowed Tottenham away back in. As it's turned out, Kai Havertz's goal proves to be the winner. And once again, at this stadium, Arsenal haven't managed to score a goal at that end of the pitch that we're attacking in the second half. But anyway, there's one or two little moments there between a couple of players. I'm sure Richarlison will be involved in all of that. Mikel Arteta is hugging the players, but Jesus Christ, that was very, very nervy, that second half. And Arsenal just about held on well. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. David Raya is getting a hug from Mikel Arteta. And to be fair, he responded well, didn't he? Mark C says, my blood pressure is going down now. Well, yeah, I mean, it was a very, very nervy end. Terry says, well done, Arsenal. You look like you tried your best to throw it away. Well, yeah, we looked tired, didn't we? But we've managed to hold on just. And it's a big victory. It's a nervy victory. And Arsenal going to the fans in the corner. Not quite the same celebrations that we enjoyed 20 years ago here. Well, not here, but in the Tottenham Stadium when we won the league here. But we've got a good victory here today, an important victory as well. And we are now 3 games away from the end of the season. But Tottenham, Man City, do have those 2 games in hand. They're just about to get going very shortly away at Nottingham Forest. If they drop points, who knows? We are 9 goals better off as well. So if Man City are going to win against Forest, let's hope it's not a big victory. Mark C says to win 2 derbies in a week is huge. I mean, yeah, I think the Chelsea game, I mean, come on, they were really, really poor, wasn't they? Today, we've had to dig in, haven't we? And got the win. Yeah, it's a big week. It's been a big week. All we can do is win our games, and sometimes it doesn't matter if you win 5-0 or you scrape it like we did today in the end. It's all about those 3 points and 3 more games to go. And let's see what happens to Man City a little bit later on. But let's not worry about them. Let's just focus on ourselves. Let's dust ourselves down after this big week. And of course, we're back on Saturday lunchtime with that game against Bournemouth, which, again, we're massive favourites to win, but who knows? Mark C says, Havertz with what turns out to be the winning goal. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Wouldn't have thought so, would we, when he scored it before half-time to put us 3-0 up. But it did turn out to be the winning goal in a very, very tense game, but we've got to win. And that's all that matters, isn't it? Anyway, it has been a tense day. Tottenham officially not winning the league. Well, I don't think Tottenham are ever going to win the league, were they? Because they haven't won it since 1961. But they almost stopped us there. And in the end, it was a very, very nervy finish. But we got the job done just about. Wow. The Sky headline says there, the Gunners hold on. And we did hold on. We had to hold on a little bit. It's not like they had any really big chances, though, did they, in stoppage time? A couple of crosses into the box, but David Raya did well with them, and yeah, we got the job done, and we get in one. It's 1 game less to play, isn't it? 1 game less to play, but It's out of our hands, isn't it? This is the type of position you want to be in. You just want it to be in your hands. You just want to be able to win your game, and it's enough. It might not be enough, but as I said before, all we can do is win our games. That's it. Don't worry too much about the other teams. Roger says today, even though the ladies disappointed, the men were about to disappoint too. Well, yeah, it looked like they were going to. I mean, I do feel as though if we'd blown that 3-0 lead and we'd not won this game, then it would be done and dusted. It would have been done and dusted now, wouldn't it? It would have all been over. We've kept ourselves still in with a chance. And that's all we can keep doing. You know, we should beat Bournemouth on Saturday at home, although Bournemouth are a decent team. We should beat them at home at the weekend. And it's going to come down to those last 2 games, Man United away. Another really difficult one, isn't it? I did say before that I wasn't confident that we could win away at Spurs and Man United this close together when the title's at stake. We've won this one today, so can we go to Man United and win that one in a couple of weeks' time? We're going to have to now, probably. So let's see. But so far, so good. We got the first one out of the way, and let's see what happens. Phil says there, can't do it the easy way, can we? Points are in the bag now. We can calm down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the points are in the bag now. But I think that game maybe asked a few more questions than it answered in the end. You know, the nerves, the tiredness, the squad not having enough rest through previous parts of the season. So everyone's pretty much on and at the end. Have we got enough to get these last 3 games over the line? Because that's all we've got to worry about. Don't worry about Man City. Let's just do our job. Have we got enough to be able to do it? Let's see. But that was nervy, wasn't it? But we've done it. We've won the game. And of course, for the time being, and even after the late game today, we will still be. We are top of the league. Will we still be there at the end of the season? We'll have to see. Mark C says, Havertz pass out of your own half to send Saka away for his goal was the move of the match. Yeah, that was a great ball. Terry says, look on the bright side. We've beaten 3 Tom Tit teams and we're still in it. That's what counts. Exactly, yeah, that's what counts. We are still in it. And we're in the place that we want to be, aren't we? I say points in the bag or games in hand. Always a question that gets asked at this point in the season. We've got the points in the bag, which is probably better, isn't it? Because Man City have still got their job to do. They've still got them 2 games that they've got to win. One coming up now, and then that game away at Tottenham in a couple of weeks' time. They're both away as well. They've got to win them 2. Yes, I believe they will, but they've still got to go out and do it. We've got the points on the board. So, yeah, I think maybe now with so few games left, I think points on the board probably is better than games in hand. Personally, I would rather have the points on the board now. If I'm honest, I would rather be in that position. Gabriel says Tottenham must win against City. They're not going to, are they? They're not going to win against City, are they? Almost definitely not. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Raja says, I would be dancing mad if we don't concede at Old Trafford and get 3 points. Just get the 3 points. Gabriel says, but they're probably going to lose on purpose now. Well, I don't think they'll lose on purpose. I think they'll lose because we saw today how open they can be. And Man City will, yes, they've never scored a goal in this stadium. That's the only thing in our favour. But history doesn't always mean a lot, does it? It's in the game at the time. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We can only do what we can do, though. We can't worry about anybody else. Gabriel T says they did beat City last year. They did, yeah. But that's last year. This is this year. Hang on, Bukayo Saka's here.
Said it was horrible. Just tell us how the feeling changes when it goes from 3-1 and then obviously 3-2.
Yeah, obviously we know it's a big derby and they don't want to finish 3-0 at home. So once they got one, the crowd was up, they was up, and let it shift to their way. But I'm proud of all the boys who fought to the end.
What's key? What's really important when it gets like that? You've been comfortable. It gets time. What do you need to do?
Well, we just need to be calm, Obviously, everything's quite frantic.
It's like the swan. On the surface, calm. Underneath, you're panicking furiously.
A bit, but yeah, I think we showed our level heads at the end, and yeah, I'm proud of us.
Special to go over and celebrate it with the away fans. That looked like a really nice moment.
Yeah, very nice moment. We know what it means to the fans and what it means to us. So yeah, we're delighted.
What does it mean?
With everything, and yeah, we know this is a massive win for us, and we've got 3 to go, and we're gonna give it everything to it.
Do you feel like you need to be perfect?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens now? iPads on the coach. See if Boris can do you a favour.
Well, pretty much, yeah. Shower, get on the bus, put the game on, and go for the No, but yeah, we just know, obviously, City are an amazing team, but, they're not perfect. No one's perfect in terms of points. We just need to do our job and see where it is.
So no one's perfect, but you kind of have to be, don't you, between now and the end of the season?
Yeah, there's not much room for error. They showed last year, the years before. And yeah, we've got experience now. We learned our lessons last year, and yeah, we're ready for the last few games.
Okay, that's an interesting thing. Do you feel like lessons have been learned? You remember Liverpool away, West Ham away last season where you were comfortable, you didn't go over the line. The difference today is you did.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to show that today. Maybe last season, I don't know, that could have ended in a draw, but today we showed that we have the experience now and we can come here and get 3 points even when the stakes are high and it's a massive game. So, yeah, delighted, like I said. Yeah.
And I should just lastly ask about your goal. First English player to 15 Premier League goals since, can you tell me? Have you know?
Of course, yeah, it's really nice. And make records like this, but the most important thing is for the team.
You loved it, didn't you? Weeding away with those ears cups.
Enjoy that.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Well done. Top answer,
Oh, you got to love Bukayo Saka over there. What an absolute legend. Such a great guy, such a great player, and of course a big goal today. And it means more to the Arsenal players that's come through the academy, doesn't it? The North London derby. I mean, it obviously means more to a player like Bukayo Saka than some of the others. But yeah, I mean, it was great, wasn't it? To get the victory, nervy at the end, but we did it. And he's right, isn't he? Let's just focus on ourselves. Yes, if Man City are going to drop points, brilliant, but we just need to win our games. Because let's face it, Man City could draw with Forest. If we don't beat Bournemouth on Saturday, it would have been a whole waste of time, wouldn't it? So, we've just got to focus on ourselves, win our last 3 games, and as you said, see where it takes us. All we can do. It's all we can do. If we drop points, it's over. We know that. So we just have to keep winning. And that's all we can do. Roger says, done for the day until next time. Thanks for it, Terry and all. Take care of yourself, my friend. Terry says, later, Roger, take care, mate. See you soon. Terry says, before everyone leaves, don't forget to hit that like button. Indeed. Mark C says, time for a shot of whiskey. Yeah, I think you probably need some whiskey after that. I'm going to go and have another cup of tea. Just try and calm down and chill for the evening. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, what's left of it. It's sort of stopped raining, I think. Which is good. Thank you very much for watching, staying with us all the way through. In the end, we just kept it on one stream. Well, why bother changing it, really? We were here on this one. So thank you for watching, everyone. Mark C says, ladies, everyone, at least you can face the rest of the day. Exactly, with a smile. Indeed, we will. We will enjoy ourselves. Gabrielle says, see you and yourself, my friend. Good stuff. Terry says, take care, Mark. Yeah, so that's it then for today. The women didn't quite get it over the line. The men just about did. It's been a dramatic day. There's been drama. There's been excitement. There's been disappointment. Ultimately, there's been a great deal of enjoyment as well by winning this game. And yeah, that is what it's all about, isn't it? So yeah, let's enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back, certainly Friday with the Arsenal Women's Show, and of course 2 watch-alongs again next week. Saturday, of course, the early one, Arsenal against Bournemouth, and then of course the later game on Sunday. The Arsenal Women against Manchester City. So a busy week, a busy weekend. So please join us for that. And I will see you very soon. It's finished there at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. Wow. The goals in the first half, an own goal from Højbjerg, Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz put Arsenal in control. But then A mistake from David Raya, letting Romero to pull one back, and then a penalty from Son after Declan Rice had fouled Ben Davies. Made it a nervy finish, but Arsenal got it over the line. We won, and three more to go. Terry says, great few hours, Richard. You've certainly earned your cup of tea. Yeah, well, I like to think so, yeah. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea now. Just before we go, I suppose a bit more. Don't forget, I'm on Talk TV about 7:15, talking about this game. So that'll be good. Join me over there for that. I'll see you Friday for the women's show. And of course, next weekend for some more great stuff. So don't miss out there. Terry says, night all in the chat, and Greg, see you all soon. Yep, take it easy, everybody. Thank you for watching. Give us a like before you go, and I will see you very, very soon. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And come on, you Gunners. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. We've done it. Come on.